that she wrote, "Speech to the young, speech to the progress toward. Say to them,
Welcome to tonight's broadcast. You are watching Alamo Heights Mules football on Alamo Heights Sports Media, brought to you by Heights Business Incubator. Today's growing economy craves young professionals with innovative ideas and skills to make things happen. We saw an opportunity in our own community to teach students the necessary skills to thrive in today's rapidly changing world. Tonight, you will see companies that are being created at Alamo Heights High School in the Heights Business Incubator program. Look in the description below to check out all the companies. You'll hear them throughout the broadcast. I'm LaRon Fields, your host. I'm partnered up with Taj Young. We're here on the broadcast, and we're ready to get this rocking. It's the end of District 14 5A Division II play, as the 9-0 Alamo Heights Mules host the visiting 7-2 Sam Houston Hurricanes. We are looking at a matchup between two playoff teams. Taj, what are you thinking?
Well, Sam Houston will face the winner of Piper and Liberty Hill will likely face, and also Alamo Heights will likely face Lockhart and Kerrville Tivy, who are also playing tonight. So we're definitely in the home stretch in the final hours of the regular season.
It is playoff eve, as I like to call it, because it's the week before playoffs. It's rare that you get two playoff teams playing together. Throughout the city of San Antonio, you look from district to district, whether it's 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A, there's somebody battling for a fourth place spot tonight. You've got teams battling for a first place spot. There's a lot of jockeying. In our district, it's almost pretty much set. Alamo Heights should win first place. We have Burbank at second place. We have Harlandale at third place, and Sam Houston at fourth place. So it's pretty much set. But we have two teams that are going to lock horns, go at it, and they're going to flex on each other to see who is going to end the season on a high note, preparing themselves for their opponent next week. Taj, we're going to break down the teams and see how they finished last week coming into this week.
All right, so for Sam Houston, they're 7-2 in the season right now, 6-2 in district play. They just beat Highlands last week with 55-7. And for Alamo Heights, Alamo Heights Mules, they're 9-0 in the season, 8-0 in district play, and they just beat Lanier last Saturday, if you watched it, with 61-7.
Yeah, that performance last week for both teams were clearly dominating, right? They only gave up 7 points each. I know we were at the game last week and we broadcast, and there was kind of a little malaise for our Mules, and we still found a way to pull away. Tonight, I think Sam Houston has their attention. They have the capability to do some things. So on that note, let's talk about the key players to watch for Sam Houston Hurricanes.
All right, for the Hurricanes, we have number 2, Rashad Singleton. He's a senior defensive end and also tight end on the offensive side. For number 4, we have Jeremiah Spitia. He's a senior wide receiver and also defensive back. And we had number 5, Amir Calhoun. He's a senior quarterback. And we have 21, Jaden Cervantes. He's a senior athlete,
These are 4 guys that we must watch out for the Mules. If we don't keep a hold of these guys and keep them in check, it may be a long half or game. We know for certain that Jaden Cervantes and Jeremiah Specia, those two are their main bad men. They're the weapons. They're on punt return. They're on kickoff return. They're on offense. They're on defense. They're on the field. 21 is their prime guy. 4 is their sidekick. Number 5 is the snake that controls everything on offense as the quarterback. If we can keep those guys in check, it's going to be a nice night for the Mules. If not, it's going to be a long day. Next, we have an interview coming up. Actually, we have an interview of Sydney Fry, who spoke with head coach of Sam Houston Hurricanes, Jeremy Williams, before the game. And we're going to go to that to see exactly what he's feeling about his team matching up against the Mules.
So here with me, I have Coach Williams from Sam Houston, and I just have a few questions for him. So first of all, this is our last game, our last week before playoffs. What is the mentality or message you guys are going to have?
Finish strong, and prepare ourselves for the playoffs as well.
Okay. So can you name 3 things for me that as a team they can do for you to make you happy regardless of the results?
Show fight, don't give up, and basically, man, just doing their job, and just showing me that we're confident enough to move forward in the next week.
Okay, one more. So, are there any star players we need to look out, any up and coming?
We have our running back, Jaden Cervantes, number 21, receiver, Jeremiah Espedia, number 4, and our quarterback, number 5, Amir Calhoun. And defensively, we have Rashad Miller-Singleton, our defensive end.
Okay. Is there anything that's like so special, so dangerous about them that is just that's what makes them so like we need to look out for them, we need to prepare for them?
Speed. That's what we have.
Okay.
That's man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sydney. There you have it. Interview with head coach Jeremy Williams of Sam Houston Hurricanes. You heard the man, Taj. He said his 4 guys have the one thing you can't coach or teach, and that's speed.
And, you know, with the 3 things you definitely want in a team is to finish strong. And that definitely is because, like we said, we wouldn't say, like, what, it's playoff eve, you know, you're getting into the final era, the final game for the regular season, you're leading up to the playoffs, and definitely you need to show that passion because you're going up against a team who's just been dominating the district, and you just need to show them who we are and what we're going to definitely be doing.
Well, you know, you hit on it, and so did Coach Williams when he alluded to if you can show fight today, that gives you hope for next week because the team that Sam Houston would face next week in the playoffs is more likely to be like Alamo Heights than anybody else they played all season. So tonight is a great measuring stick for them. For Alamo Heights, you don't want to get caught in this trap of it's just another district game. This game is definitely needed to be clean and crisp and complete. The 3 C's. Clean, crisp, and complete. With that being said, let's talk about the key players to watch from Alamo Heights.
Now, for Alamo Heights, you have your classics. You have Connors as a senior quarterback. You have Michael Terry. You know, he's everywhere. You know, he's junior athlete, wide receiver, does everything. You have Max Bacon on the defensive end, junior defensive back. And then you also have Lauren Christensen, who is a senior defensive line. And by the way, just going to give a shout out to Lauren Christensen and also Joseph DePerier, who were both the players of the game for the defensive side last year. Last game we did last week.
Yeah, last week Joseph DePerier was out of body experience type of a game. He had 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns, and we'll hear from him in a second. But you're right. Our 4 guys that we need to show up big in every way are Michael Terry and Kyler Ernst on offense. Defensively, Lauren Christian must get pressure on Amir Calhoun. He must block his vision. He must help with the run game for support with Max Bacon, filling in to make sure that Jaden Cervantes doesn't pop a big one. Keep him in front of you, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, get 3rd downs, make them tough, make them punt. When they punt, you have Trip Johnson come in, who's another guy who's a part of this equation to set us up with good field position. Overall, these are the key guys that we have on offense and defense. With that being said, let's hear from our very own players at Alamo Heights. We have interviews with the defensive players right here.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like you've never seen it before.
Age Sports Media is your ticket to live action sports.
Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events.
And exclusive insight from dedicated coaches and athletes.
Don't miss out. Be sure to tune in to Age Sports Media to be part of the action.
All right, that was the interview we wanted, but we'll figure it out and get that to you. It's a great interview with defensive players Max Bacon and Lauren Christensen. They talk about how they get down on the defensive side of the ball. So with that being said, Taj, defense is the key, and we need to know the keys of the game, right? Let's talk about the keys of the game. For Sam Houston to be victorious today, what must they do in order to pull off an upset in the eyes of others?
For Sam Houston, they need to throw the ball all around the field. They need to strike quickly and often, especially for Alma Heights. We saw a couple of weeks ago with Edison, the moment when they got the ball, they just built a wall and just stopped him right there. So they need to make sure just get right into there. And then they need to create special plays on the special teams. Throw them off balance. You can't be doing the same thing over and over again. And then we'll get them be able to get them going.
Well, we have the interview. We'll touch back on that, other keys to victory. But right now, let's go to the interview with the defensive players that we did earlier this week. Sports media. This week, we have the defensive side of the ball here today. We have Lauren Christensen, defensive end, and Joseph DePurier, the man, the myth, and the legend no more. He has arrived, people. Joseph, welcome to the show today. Question for you. Did you plan last week's performance, or was that just something you just read and reacted to?
Well, I go into every game with the same mindset, just got to play as hard as you can. I'm used to going 100% every play all the time, so kind of just how things go.
Now, have you ever had a moment where you had at least one interception in a game?
No, sir. Earlier in the season against Highlands, I had the fumble recovery and scoop and score, but I've never had an interception.
So right now, the coaches are looking at you as a defensive threat when they're watching the film. They got to locate 52. Where's he at? I'm going to go back to the interceptions. You catch the ball cleanly. Were you thinking score, or were you just like, get as far as I can?
So on the first one, I caught it, and I kind of was like, I looked around, and I was like, oh, I got to go. And so I was just running, and I didn't expect to score on the first one. And then the second one, I caught it, and I was like, oh, okay, I got to go.
Been here, done that.
And I look ahead, and there was no one there, so I'm going to score this. And then the third time, I was like, I'm getting this TD. I got to get another 6. So
it's funny because on the broadcast, we talked about Lauren Christensen putting pressure on the quarterback. We talked about the defense converting turnovers into touchdowns or scoring points, making that complete sense of the defense. So you answered that for the defense. How would you assess having Lauren Christensen on the D-line, putting pressure on the quarterback and helping the run defense? How does that help you as an outside linebacker?
So Lauren, as one of his assignments is usually to help contain the edge, and so that's also one of my assignments. So it definitely helps, but then in certain coverages when he's rushing the quarterback, it gives me time when he's going and the quarterback has to scramble around. It gives me time to actually find a receiver, get hands on him, slow them around, lock in on their routes, things like that.
Gotcha. When you have guys like Joseph DePierre over here picking balls off and taking them to the house, how does that energize you as a DN?
It's awesome. When you can get pressure on the quarterback and then the quarterback throws the ball to Superior, it changes the whole game right away, especially when he has 2 touchdowns as a defensive player.
Gotcha. So with that being said, right, I know they have saying the front end working with the back end, but now we got the front end working with the middle section, right, the backers. For you, you're going after the quarterback 100 miles an hour. After the ball's picked, what's your next thought?
I want to go lay out the quarterback. Once I see that ball picked, you can see it on film. The most impressive part maybe is that we all go try to find a body to block so we can get it in the end zone.
And y'all did that very well. Everybody picked up a body. He had clear lanes. He had an escort service to the end zone, which helps you guys. Is there anything that you think y'all can get better at as a defense? Y'all been pretty consistent, but is there a next step? Again, this week you accomplished turning the ball over for scores. Is there something that we, the people who are watching the games, aren't seeing that we know that y'all are capable of? Either one of you can have this.
I'd say coming out hot.
Okay.
Usually it takes us maybe a drive or two to really lock in, know what's going on, get comfortable. We got to come out like heads on fire, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna face a couple passing teams coming up in the playoffs in Sam Houston. Got to get a pass rush, and we need more turnovers. Throughout the season, we've got more and more, and we want to get our offense back on the field.
Awesome. So next question, you mentioned Sam Houston. They are a passing team. Their quarterback's about a 45% completion rate, 1,600 yards on the season, 16 touchdowns. He's a quick passing game kind of quarterback. How do you defend the quick passing game as a defensive end?
I got to get my hands up. You know, sometimes that I can't get to the quarterback because he gets rid of it so fast. So if I put my hands up, that can change the way he throws.
And, you know, you'll be the first defensive end that I can think of that he's faced with your height and size. Maybe the guy from Jefferson, number 10, Michael Flores, but I think you're a little bit more active than he is. If you get your hands up, it cuts out his windows because that'll help you out because his number one target is, I want to say it's Cervantes. At the slot receiver, they like to do a lot of tunnel screens. How do you defend that?
Well, it's actually, he is a quick passing game, but also patience helps a lot when you're reading what he's going to do. Maybe he'll go for a play action, fake a run, and if you bite on that too quick, then he'll pop it right over your head because you went too far up the field. So you got to have patience, stay in the spot for a little bit, see what they're going to do, and then go to wait, do your assignment.
Awesome. So the season's coming to an end. You're a senior, you're a junior. How hard are you playing for this man to make sure his season goes as long as it can? And how hard are you playing for this man knowing that you're leaving him a legacy for next year to keep this going? I'll start with you, Joseph.
Man, I go 100% every play, every conditioning, every rep. I'm going 100%. I don't know what it's like to be a senior, but I know when I get there, I want the same for my juniors and sophomores, if there are any sophomores on varsity. So I'm trying to make it happen for them.
Awesome. And you, as a senior?
You know, we started off with all one common goal, and that's to win state. So we know when we go on the field starting next week that we take one game at a time, and we want to get a ring on our finger.
All right, put a ring on it. You heard it live from Lauren Christensen and Max Bacon. They know the assignment, they understand the assignment, and it's time to execute that assignment. Our defense has to rise to the occasion because when you go to the playoffs, Taj, you know this as a football fanatic. If your defense doesn't travel, the season comes to an end. We know we have an explosive offense, but we're counting on the defense right now to round into form, round into shape. Tonight is a great dress rehearsal for the playoffs.
It's definitely, and one thing I can definitely comment about it when Joseph said when you get the ball you just gotta go, and that's definitely true, especially when that split amount of time you have to think, oh where am I going to be going, where am I going to take this in, or not to just slide it in and just let it go down.
Definitely. Right now there's not a lot. The thinking person loses. Read, react, trust your instincts, fall to the level of your training, and dominate. Right. That's the whole key. We were talking about the keys of victory for Sam Houston. Let's go to the keys to victory for Alamo Heights, right? Let's talk about those keys. What does Alamo Heights have to do in order to be successful tonight, Taj?
Now, for Alamo Heights this entire season, especially for tonight, they need to play a complete game in all three phases. They need to make sure they're doing everything correctly, even the niche little things of being able to catch a ball on a punt return and be able to get it in. And next thing they need to do, they need to put a stamp of the end of the season by dominating the line of scrimmage. By defending the line of scrimmage, it's more they have to be able to stop the ball, be able to get. Make sure they're not going to be getting any yardage, and be able to get the ball back. And the last thing you need to do and play with playoff intensity. We already know we're going to be going to the playoffs or the first round, and they also know as well. But we need to get more further in than just the first round. We need to have that mindset ready. So when we get into the playoffs, that we're just going to be set.
It's known here, right? There's a standard, there's an expectation, and there's a destination. And every year we play to that, right? We're not playing for the first round. We're not playing for the second round. We're playing to get deep into the playoffs. The expectation for the players hasn't changed. Just because we have new guys and new players, the coaches have the same level of – we started the season in August, right? And they had the same prep for that mindset. Getting here is a journey, and from now on, it's to get to a certain destination. Winning the line of scrimmage is important because that's when you put your physical will in the other team. When you play with playoff intensity, tonight – it allows you not to be nervous next week because you got rhythm, right? You're feeling the spirit of it. So you hit the nails on the head with all those keys to victory. Let's hope the keys are open up the Lamborghini and let this be a fast game. We also have our starters. Right now, our starters for Sam Houston for this game, right, shouldn't change too much. The starters on offense should be Colin Ernst, Actually, we have the starters for Sam Houston. Let me start there. They're going to start the people we talk about: 21 Jaden Cervantes, Jeremiah Espicia, Kavion Swinney. He's another guy to watch out for because he's a fast guy. Their O-line is anchored by Frank Riggins, Titus Massengale, Jeremiah Stevens, Andrew Thompson, and Jeremy Orozco. Damian Good is also another weapon they have out there. So this team is loaded with weapons. We should be on high alert, and we got to keep that up. All led by number 5, Amir Calhoun. Starters on offense for Alamo Heights. As I was mentioning, nothing should change. It should be Michael Terry out wide or at running back. We got our line anchored by Jackson Hildebrand, number 72, the super senior. We have number 10, Colin Ernst, senior quarterback, who's been wiggling around. He's got a ton of rushing yards. We've got DK Garza, who's a running back, Park Zunker, senior wide receiver, Bennett Johnson, junior tight end, Ricky Gonzalez, Alex Westmoreland, Bentley Edwards, Robert Romero, and also we can look at some of their depth here. Gage Massey and Carter Mayfield stepping in if we need to. And Anderson Bogus at tight end should fill in nice. Hunt Conquer, somebody watch out. And we all know about Josh Hurtado and Trip Johnson. They would be key players. Robert Mickler, he's an A-back, sometimes quarterback. He can be physical. We know he's a player. So for us, our starters are the starters. Is there anything that you expect from our starters today that you haven't seen all year?
For what I haven't seen all year has definitely been just trying to do everything correctly. I said this earlier, is just they need to make sure to do everything down to the niche point. And it is a game mindset. You know, there's going to be some mistakes here and there, but that can be crucial, especially when it comes down to trying to get a touchdown or to be able to get the stop on the ball and protecting that line of scrimmage, and especially for a team who knows that they're going to go into the playoffs. And we also are expecting the same here.
Okay, that makes sense. You hit the nail on the head, so we don't need to further expand on that, but it is true. Like, today's a day where big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Practice how you play, right? So hopefully we see that today. This broadcast kicks off at 7 o'clock. Right now we have the band on the field. We have the cheerleaders on the field. It's an occasion of sorts. It's also senior night for RTC, the band, and the Spurs. So we salute them tonight. We also have a little special presentation for you. My man Taj here, who's a senior at Alamo Heights, who's a cross-country. He's a cross-country runner. He had an experience today. Taj, tell us about your day today.
You know, my day today started up by waking up, at 5:30. But today is different. It's not just going to practice. We went to state. Cross country, made it to state. We went through regions. We got in. And the moment we knew we're going to state, we knew we made it. And that's something that's always been a mindset. And especially, it's a very great experience. We did pretty good. The weather was great, especially for this course at Old Taylor's Park in Round Rock. It was good. It was good for weather conditions. Especially this course is just crucial about that. And we all did good. Most of the runners got PRs. We got our starters on varsity. Then we also had Avery Bronner, an individualist who got 13th at regions down in Corpus Christi, who did also really good today. We had a great performance, and we hoping we get some rest, and then hopefully next time they can be able to go. Sadly, I won't be able to join them. It's kind of bittersweet, as it is my last season and my last year at this high school.
Well, we salute you for all you've done in cross country, being a student athlete here on the campus. It's always commendable. You helping out here in AH Sports Media, we salute you. And with that, we want to send it to you, an interview that you did while you're at state. Let's take a listen to Taj Young interviewing and give us an update about his experience at state. Welcome to today's interview with the Alamo Heights cross country team. This is an AH Sports Media production. With me this morning, I have Coach Ricketts and the cross country boys team. We're missing one special talent, Avery Bronner, but kudos to her and her efforts and where she's going to state as well. Coach Ricketts, glad to have you today. Tell us a little bit about your season, how it's progressed, the end results, And just anything we need to know about cross country.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the season, we had hopes of getting back to state. The boys have been 2 years in a row. Avery's been 2 years in a row. But it's a different team, so every year is totally different. So, we wanted to go back to state, but wasn't sure exactly how that was going to work out. But these guys put in the work, and Avery as well, and so three times.
Such a testament to you in the program, right? Hope, wanting, and you made it happen. You all made it happen. The guys, the girls behind us made it happen. Introduce some of the players that we have here with us today.
Yeah, sitting down over here is Josh Sharp, he's a sophomore. Daniel Corso is a junior. Caden Alvarado is a sophomore. Owen Feinstein is a sophomore, and Jackson Cummings is a junior.
So that's a nice mix. I'm not here to add pressure to your daily job, but having that young of a group and making it to state unexpectedly, but desiring it to be, how does that set you up for going forward?
We haven't had this discussion yet, but next year we're not looking forward to next year yet. We'll do that Friday afternoon, but next year could be really good with the guys.
Okay.
Girls as well, but this group coming back, having everybody back in our top 7 will be pretty good.
Take us to the mindset of a cross country runner. We know you have to be mentally tough. What else do you need other than speed?
You hit it, mental toughness, right? It's going to hurt, and you just got to know that it's going to hurt and be okay with that. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's only gonna hurt for 15, 16 minutes, hopefully.
Gosh, it's 15, 16 minutes. So, what's the one meet this year that set the tone for the rest of the season that lets you know that where you're heading tomorrow, which is the state meet, was possible?
We always try to run a couple big meets, go out of town, just kind of simulate what we would see at state with the routine and some of the good teams. And we went up to Lovejoy, back-to-back girls state champs and one of the better boys teams in the state, and they invited us to their meet this year. And so we knew we'd have a good test there. And Avery ran well, and the boys team, that was kind of when I looked and knew that we were maybe ahead of where I thought we would be.
When do you think your runners actually felt like it was an opportunity, other than district and regionals?
That's a great question. Hopefully after Lovejoy. I think we talked a little bit after Lovejoy, and they're smart guys, most of them. And so they look at the numbers, and that's our sport it's hard to compare different courses, but numbers, the numbers don't lie. So you look at other teams, you see where we are, and you start doing the math, like, wow, we actually have a chance.
Gotcha. Sharp, Mr. Sharp, over to you. How do you stay sharp during the season?
I think just practice, repetition, and.
How do you avoid burnout? Is it still a mental game? Do you have to challenge yourself?
Yeah, it's pretty challenging. Burnout happens a lot. You just kind of have to reset from there.
Which one of the guys behind you pushes you the most at practice and just in life in general?
I don't really know. I can't say. I guess Caden Alvarado.
Caden Alvarado. Okay, he pushes you. Mr. Alvarado, how do you make your day and grind? Is he your rabbit that you chase after, or how do you guys compete within the healthy competition amongst you guys during practice and meets?
Yeah, ever since middle school, me and him have been pretty close time-wise. He's kind of separated from me, but he's always my rabbit. I'm always trying to chase him and beat him. So
awesome. Mr. Corso, as a captain of the team, what are your thoughts of the team? What do you bring to the table other than running, obviously, to keep this team unified?
I try and keep my boys focused, keep them centered, make sure they're doing their work, doing their easy runs, hitting their time zone workouts, getting our recovery in, just trying to hold us together.
Awesome. That is the cross-country team. Coach Ricketts, the guys, they're going to state at Old Settlers Park in Round Rock. Anything you want to say to the fans if they can make it out there?
If you've never been to a cross-country meet, this is a good one to come to. It's a great place, great venue, and there'll be some fast teams out there.
Thank you for tuning into this interview. We appreciate you. AA Sports Media, your passion, our coverage. Have a good one. All right, we are back. Kickoff is upon us. They're clearing the field. The mules are on the field. The band is exiting the field. And we are going to have Friday Night Lights here at Harry B. OREM Stadium, Trailer AZAR Field. Buckle up and get ready for the ride. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready to be part of the action? Get your phones out to scan the QR code on the Jumbotron and subscribe to our very own Alamo Heights Sports Media YouTube channel. Here's your chance to get in on the action. Subscribe to AH Sports Media on YouTube and be sure to join our live chat during the game. Not only can you watch this game with replays, highlights, and exclusive content, you can now be part of the conversation by giving your input. As a subscriber, you'll have the power to vote for offensive and defensive players of the game. Voting will start at the beginning of the fourth quarter in live chat. So, don't miss out. Scan the QR code on the Jumbotron and subscribe to AH Sports Media to be a part of the excitement.
All right, we're back, and as you can see, Alamo Heights are lining up to kick off. We will start on defense. Just so you know, as a spectator here on AH Sports Media, you too can participate in the player of the game. Taj, how can we do that?
Well, one thing you can do is first by clicking that subscribe button. You're already watching the content. Why not subscribe? You can get more content such as videos and interviews like that. And second is to comment during the fourth quarter and vote for the player of the game for defensive and offensive.
Here we are, our kickoff of the first half. This quarter for the game is brought to you by War Bands, the future of sportswear.
War Bands is tagline, the future of sportswear.
So right now we have the Alamo Heights Mules defense lined up. Sam Houston is in twins right, spread offense, motion. All right, Mary Calhoun drops back. They go deep on first play, setting the tone. And we have a collision that ends up into an incomplete pass. This is kind of what I expected, Taj. Sam Houston, we saw it in warm-ups. We saw them throwing deep.
Exactly. We knew they were going to be throwing in, but I guess our players, or the Alamo Heights, knew that, and they knew it. And they just sent two men to be able to cover it, and they were able to get a collision and make sure to get that pass to be incomplete. And that's just one thing that Alamo Heights has to be looking out for, is those passing plays, because I'm guessing that's not the only passing play we're going to see tonight. And look at that once again, throw it down, and it's be incomplete.
Hey, this is not the start that Sam Houston wants, but this is the start that we'll take if we're Alamo Heights, right? It's going to be third down and long. We'll see what happens on this down. It's a passing down, but I wouldn't be shocked if they ran the ball with Jaden Cervantes. All right, Sam Houston is in two people in motion. That should be some kind of a penalty, but we'll see. Zero empty backfield, ball's going deep, ball's being thrown. Ball is incomplete. That leaves us at fourth down and 10. Taj, again, another deep ball.
Once again, they're just trying to see what can work and what cannot work. And that's the one thing you expect from the first quarter, is just throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. But this is a game that you can't really be testing that much. So you got to test it, but you got to quickly change.
What I like about it is the coach alluded to it. Speed, speed, speed. You got to try your speed. You know, it is just first quarter. What you hope happens is it doesn't bite you. That punt was not very good, as the snap wasn't very good. And as we've seen all season, Taj, what's the starting field position look like for our Alamo Heights Mules?
Our starting field position, I will be starting at the 25-yard line on the Sam Houston side. And he saw a trip, didn't know what to take that. He knew that ball was just going to be right where we wanted it.
He learned from last week, right? Yeah. So that's what you want. That's part of a complete game. Growth and learning.
You don't have to take every ball.
That series was pretty much a turnover. Not just like Sam Houston might as well have gone for it on fourth down, because they literally netted like 4 yards on that punt. Here we go. Alamo Heights at the 26-yard line. Colin Ernst calls for the snap. They are blitzing heavy. Michael Terry with the handoff. He gets about 2 yards. It looks like they are heavily keying on Michael Terry. What are you seeing, Taj?
One thing is Michael Terry's always done. He knows how to just ram his head straight through into the place to be able to get it. And that's one thing that we're going to expect more from Michael Terry. He'll be doing everything. Well, more or less, he'll be catching plays thrown. He'll be running it through straight into the line. And he's just going to be your big guy to look out for.
Well, yep, we always say it's a grown man run, and he got grown man yards. It is 2nd down and 7 here at the 23-yard line. We've got one-on-one action on both sides. Sam Houston corners are pressed up. Oh, bell coverage on the left side. Colin Ernst keeps it.
And that's one thing with Colin Ernst. We didn't see him for the last game was he learned you running the ball more when you don't have anyone there. And definitely thing we probably will see him more to do is to be able to run the ball when you know it's going to work and when it's not to throw. And that's just a great thing to, when we're talking about growth, that's some growth right there.
Definitely. Well, we're going to need that growth because what happens is when he starts running the ball, it takes teams out of their man-to-man coverage because that'll penalize them right there. Here we go. Sam Houston is sending that blitzer up the middle to stop the run. If you notice, that's the second time Michael Terry's getting outside and he's pushing through.
One thing Michael Terry is, he's be able to have that speed, also and that strength. And when you say blitzing through, he can be able to, even though they stringed out the play down to be able to get the stop on him, he's still slowly creeping his way, but it's still getting us to it's 4th down.
Michael Terry picks up a clean coast 1st down. The thing there is, what we keep noticing, right, is Sam Houston knows Michael Terry is their guy. So when they see him in the backfield, they're automatically on blitz mode. Here we go. We have Colin Ernst in the spread. Michael Terry flanks to the right. DK guards to the left. Another handoff to Michael Terry up the gut. Michael Terry bounces off 1 and 2 tackles and gets down to the 10-yard line.
Now bring it to a 1st down. Finally, there you go for 1st down for Alamo Heights. And they're using Michael Terry, and that's the one way to do it. They seem they're slowly creeping their way to the end zone, and you just got to use their best man for that. And Michael Terry is definitely a guy.
I apologize. I didn't know they spotted it short. It looked like he got the 1st down. So now that's a clean coast 1st down.
Yeah, there you go.
As we have it 1st down and 10 at the 10. Colin Ernst in the shotgun. Looking left, looking right. Sam Houston. And incomplete pass.
It looked to be he was covered by 2 men. It was a hard ball to be able to catch, but you're close enough to you don't have to throw the ball, but you have to be able to look for everywhere, not just a man you know what the plays before.
Well, yes, but that one again, it's good on good, and you try to get your guy the ball right there. What we needed was more air under the ball to give Mike Terry an opportunity to sky the ball, like what would they call it when y'all were a kid, mossing it. He didn't get a chance to moss the ball because it was on a straight line. But here we go, 2nd down and 10 from the 10. Colin Ernst in shotgun, looking left, looking right. DK guards are to his right. Here we go, Colin Ernst on the carry. He bounces outside. He gets to the 10, 5, 4, 3, down to the 1-yard line or 2-yard line.
He saw the open, and he was able to get himself close enough, but not too far for a 3rd down near the end zone. And we're seeing Sam Houston being able to string out the play every single time and be able to keep him down, even though they lost the yardage, but they're still keeping Alma Heights away from a touchdown.
Well, I mean, right there was a good play by Colin Ernst. He got 9 yards. It's 3rd down and 1 on the 1. So I expected number 2 to plunge through the line or keep it from Colin Ernst here. Colin Ernst for the Rising Chef touchdown.
And it looks to be like a flag on the play.
Probably going to be offsides in Sam Houston. They're trying to blitz that guy off the gap, and he is getting there a little bit too soon, and they haven't called it. Oh, they finally called offsides, but we're going to probably decline that and take the 6.
Yeah, there you go. And it looks to be that's one thing we finally get in. Be able to get a touchdown and be able to run it. We'll run it in the end zone. Just looking for that open spot. Just be able to snake your way through.
Definitely. We'll take it, right? For the first drive, Alamo Heights had to go 25 yards. They did it in about 6 plays. Sam Houston showed some resistance on the deep ball to Michael Terry. They keyed in on Michael Terry. So Colin Ernst did what he did. He put his cape on, and he became a superhero, and he got us to 6 points.
And also, Linus Flores with that extra kick was good. You know, one more thing to do correctly in getting that extra point is even the kicker has to do his job.
Yes.
Everyone has to do their part in the play, and even when it comes down to special teams.
When it's playoffs, it's all hands on deck. Offense, defense, special teams. Everybody has to be special. That's why they call it the postseason. You go through off season for a reason, and this is the reason, the postseason, right? Here we go. We're going to have a kickoff. It's going to be interesting to see how they play this, right? We're in the first quarter, which is the War Bands first quarter, sponsored by War Bands. Alamo Heights kickoff team hasn't really been tested as much, so we'll see if they're ready for war on this kickoff.
Definitely see. Maybe we'll get a bit more arc on that ball like you've been wanting all season. We saw a little bit of it. So last week or 2 weeks ago, it was.
Well, I was speaking with the special teams with Linus today, and he mentioned that these two guys are deadly, so they're not going to be kicking it too high in the air. So let's look for a lot of low kicks. I just want them to drive the ball hard so we have an opportunity to get the ball ourselves. And here we go on the kickoff. The ball's kicked. It was actually kicked in the air at the 15, the 20, to the tackle's about the 29-yard line. That's where Sam Houston will set up shop.
And they've got that speed. Sam Houston got that speed, and definitely you can see it right there. And Alamo Heights was able to come in, circle him up, and able to get him down. But that's one thing they got to look out for is that speed coming in from Sam Houston.
Well, definitely. The good thing, you hit the nail on the head. Alamo Heights came in, they corralled it, they stayed in their lanes, and they got the man down. It didn't seem like Sam Houston had a return setup that was worth anything that was going to bust them free. Here we go. Sam Houston on their second possession. Amir Calhoun in the shotgun. They are handing the ball off to Jaden Cervantes, who bounces it outside, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Jaden Cervantes has the wheels and the speed, and he is pushed out of bounds.
That's your guy right there for you. When you're talking about your athlete, he is your athlete. He got that speed. He got that ability to be able to get around Alamo Heights defense, and it was just until he tripped himself on the outside where he could have possibly maybe gotten further, but he was able to get a lot of yardage for.
Here we go again. Handoff again to Jaden Cervantes again. Same thing. Bounces out to the left side. He gets upfield, and there's a flag on the play. That last run, Taj, was about a 40-yard run for Jaden Cervantes, and that's exactly what our defense needed to see, was a back that was explosive that could bounce it at any moment and take it up the field. You got to get a little bit more discipline on that edge. What'd you see there?
I definitely see it, definitely a little spot open that the defense definitely let Jaden Cervantes be able to let through, and I'm glad they saw it the first time, so hopefully they'll be able to fix it and be able to get the stop on him the moment they see the ball go to him.
Here we go. We have holding against Sam Houston. That's going to push them back 10 yards. So they'll go from the 31 to the 41. It'll be first down and 20.
So that was still a lot, and Jaden Cervantes still got that ball, but maybe they can do it again.
Amir Calhoun in the shotgun, receives the snap, hands it off to KAVIN, and it's tackled in the backfield.
He saw that ball. He saw that guy going through. He was able to break through the defensive line, and when you say protect the line of scrimmage, they got through the line of scrimmage and able to get in and get the tackle down and be able to bring him back.
That was George Hell on the tackle for loss. Here we go. It's now 2nd and 24. The Hurricanes are going in the wrong direction. They're going backwards.
Definitely not something you want to see.
Calhoun with the snap, receives it, looking to throw. Looks deep, rolls to his right, throws it on the flat. It's caught at the 35-yard line.
Calhoun's pass is complete to Jeremiah.
By Jeremiah Espitia. That's the other playmaker, Taj. They're getting their playmakers the ball.
Definitely, testing out who you guys are going to work and be able to give everyone else the ball to see the chance of where we'll work.
3rd and 13 here. Calhoun with the snap. DBs are dropping back. Ball thrown deep, not complete. They're still testing our corners. And I can say this, I've seen growth from our corners. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, that may have been a touchdown. I see our corners blanketing their receivers.
Definitely get that speed to get off of them and be able to cover that. And we've seen him throwing deep, so you definitely know what's going to happen next. We're going to try more again.
Here we go. Calhoun dropping back, looking to throw deep again. Pressure coming. Escapes the pressure. Not going to run. Runs out of bounds. That is great defensive pressure.
Definitely stringed out the play right there, and he knew he was definitely not going to be able to get any more. He didn't see anything else, didn't see any open receivers, and just he had to run it down to the outside.
Yeah, well, Amir Calhoun is not much of a runner. He only has on the year 111 rushing yards. So he's not a threat for us there. So right there, the defense recognized that, and like you said, string it out. Now we've got the ball back. That's 2 turnovers for Sam Houston Hurricanes. Alamo Heights back to start their second drive of the War Band's first quarter. Here we go. Michael Terry with the handoff. He's juking, he's shaking, he's trying to get through a pile of defenders, and he's tackled by a cavalcade of Hurricanes.
Now, Michael Terry is the guy you want to be going for, but like I said, he's the guy you know he's going to be going for. So you know the moment he gets the ball, they're going to be throwing everyone at him. So maybe Alamo Heights needs to try someone else.
Well, you know that's coming, right? They use Michael Terry as the bait. Defense bites, they suck up, and maybe there's a Park Zunker going, maybe there's a Trip Johnson, maybe there's a DK Garza, maybe there's a Colin Ernst. So we'll see. That's a good call there, though, Taj. Here we go. Colin Ernst in the gun. DK Garza to his left. He keeps up the middle. He's wide open if he can get around the corner. Late hit out of bounds. And unfortunately, the Zebras had their sunshades on a night like tonight.
Did not see that, especially coming after. You know when you get out there, you can't be pushing him out right when you get out the ball.
He was already out of bounds. Simple as that.
You can't be pushing it, man. You got to leave it all on the field. Don't throw your anger out.
Well, I can't blame the player, right? Don't hit the player, hit the game. And in this case, the adult on the field, the supervisor on the field, who should be watching that exact play is the one who should make that determination. Here we go. Alamo Heights, first down and 10 at the 48. They're 48, driving. Handoff. DK Garza swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard on that one. Second down.
Yeah, one thing is they just got pressure and be able to get that circle in. And that's one thing, they just got to be a little bit faster on the release and getting their players out there, especially if it's a running. They just need to snap it back and just run it down. If it's a throwing, just get them all out there.
This is the first game I've seen our running game get stifled a bit. Like, we haven't gotten the big hitters, the quick hitters, so let's keep an eye on that. Colin Ernst in the shotgun, looking to the sideline, looking right, looking left. DK Garza on his right. Sam Houston looking to blitz again. Colin on the roll, throws it deep. Ball dropped, almost caught, but it was dropped.
That was one thing. It's almost caught by Park Zunker.
Yeah, Parks.
And one thing is, that was a good throw. Just maybe it was just a little bit over, and Parks could not be able to get that. Especially for a deep ball like that, you just gotta go, Hail Mary on that.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily Hail Mary, it's the fly route, right? And unfortunately, they just didn't connect. But I thought the ball was actually thrown okay there. It just didn't come through. Parks had his man beat. He had a step. Here we go. It's third down and 10. Let's see what offensive coordinator Mike Branco dials up here, Taj.
Also, it just happens. Sometimes you just drop the ball, and that's just going to happen.
I've noticed that he drops one, and then he gets back on that horse and catches one. Here we go. Colin Ernst drop back. Looks like a jump screen. We get up the field, and we are denied. We will not get the first down. We did cross the 50.
And that
ball is caught by
DK Garza.
DK Garza on the screen. But see, now that's where right there, Colin Ernst had to throw the ball over a tall person, so you don't want that on the screen. If you have to throw it over somebody to get there, it slows down the purpose of the screen. Here we go, fourth down. It looks like Coach Ritterman is electing to punt the ball to pin Sam Houston back. We got to watch this because they got a dangerous man returning the kick. So let's see how we do this. This will be Michael Terry's first punt in about 7 weeks.
That's what happens when you've been playing teams that just, he's running it.
Yeah, did I say punt? I just meant like he was going to be in punt formation. First down. That's a Warband's first down.
But what I was going to be saying is, Alamo Heights has not been able to, has not gone to like a punt in a while, and it's just And this is one of those games, probably one of those first teams since Seguin who'd be able to put pressure on them to get down to 4th down. And now they're just going to get ready, and they have to just learn from that pressure. This is probably the first teams that when you hear the coach earlier saying they're going to show the fight, they're definitely showing the fight. And Alamo Heights is going to have to be learning from that and have to learn this is a different team. This is not any other team they played.
Here we go. Hand off to DK Garbs, who's dropped in the backfield by Sam Houston, number 90. Javon Reese. He's been a bear on that D line. He's been getting through. He came to eat lunch today.
Eating those pancakes, man.
Hey, he's eating something. Right now he's eating mule because he's whipping our O-line and he's getting through the nose tackle. So what I love about this helps our Mules football team get ready for next week. This is the first team, other than Burbank, that we've seen come out and actually cause us to actually think on offense about what we're going to do. Second down and 11.
You saw him getting down to 4th down, man. This is you're definitely right there. They're just gonna. Sam Houston's gonna see what they're gonna do.
On the keeper, goes up the middle. He busts through. He's down, short of the first down by 2 yards. That'll be 3rd down and 2 at the 17.
And this is probably
13, pardon me.
There'll be probably one of those games that Colin Nurse is going to be running the ball a little bit more, especially we've seen how much pressure that the receivers have been getting. So Colin is be able to find and then be able to get that first down.
Here we go. Colin Ernst in the shotgun. Calls for it. Hands off to Mike Terry. Michael Terry on the left side, up the field, one man to run over, and he drags him down to the 1 yard line. He picks up a clean coast first down. We're in the refillment red zone, and the Mules are looking to add to the score total, Taj.
It definitely is, but looks to be a flag on the play. And
why wouldn't there be?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Holding, probably on the perimeter. So that was 3rd and 2. All that's been erased. Now we're going to be at 3rd and 12.
It's just one of those games where we've been getting that pressure in, and that's good enough coverage for Michael Terry to be able to get down and close enough to a touchdown. But with that call from the ref, we might have to be able to use it again. Maybe we'll use Michael Terry, or maybe we have to throw a ball to Park Zunker.
Well, right now everything's an option because it's 3rd and 9. Can we run for it? We'll see. Can we throw for it? We'll see. Everything is open at 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. From the 19, play clock is 1-1. Got a timeout called by Coach Ron Ryman as the game clock, play clock, was about to approach 0. So here we go. I don't know what's happening. This is the first time we've seen this. Like, we've seen the Harlandale game where it was 25-20 the first half. That was a push. We saw Burbank come out that game when they kicked an onside kick and caught us off guard, and they went there. I can only thank Sam Houston for doing this because it's only going to make us better.
This probably is. Maybe they saw it. And also, it comes down to playoff Eve, man. It is about to hit hard, and they're definitely going to put pressure, even though they're not going to be playing Alamo Heights in the playoffs, but they definitely want to hit them and say, hey, we're not like any other team you've been playing, man. We're going to come at you, and you're not going to see us coming. And this definitely has shown, as you see, it's 3rd and 9. And I don't remember much, like you said, I don't think it's been a time it's been that close for Alamo Heights, especially for offensive-wise.
As we know it, right, as of right now, Sam Houston is most likely to play the winner of Piper Kerrville-Tivy. And I can tell you this, Kerrville-Tivy likes to run the ball, Piper likes to run and throw the ball, so we shall see what's happening there. We'll try to give you updates of what's happening in those games if we can get scores for that game.
And it just comes down to what's going to happen, who will be playing in next week for playoffs, be first round, and that definitely would be it.
Colin Ernst is in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 9. He calls for it. He's dropping back to pass. Pressure from Sam Houston, steps up in the pocket. And Michael Terry with the reception.
Michael Terry, man, just be able to get that open and get that open.
That is a rising chef touchdown for Michael Terry from Colin Ernst.
And there we go. If you see for Colin, he snapped the ball, look back, look again, and you see Michael Terry open. He'd be able to get that be able to catch that easily wide open. And we're looking right now, currently the score with Kerrville-Tivy versus Lockhart. Kerrville-Tivy's leading with 14 and Lockhart 7 in the first quarter. And then we have for Piper. Piper's leading right now with 6 points against Liberty Hill with 0 in the first quarter.
And here at Harry B. OREM Stadium, TRAYLOR AZAR Field, your Alamo Heights Mules 14, Sam Houston Hurricanes 0. We are in the first quarter still, sponsored by War Bands, the future of sports apparel. Taj, we were hitting on it during the drive. That was a rocky kind of drive. At the end of the day, Sam Houston couldn't seal the deal, and Alamo Heights found a way.
I guess it comes down to what's going to be working, what's not going to be working, and Alamo Heights found a pocket open to be able to put pressure on Sam Houston's defense to be able to get that touchdown. And especially, yeah, it was a rocky drive, and Sam Houston is finding their way to just closely keep Alamo Heights away, but they just not close enough.
Not close enough. Here we go again. Alamo Heights' third kickoff of the game. And so far, we haven't had any explosive plays in the kicking game. Don't want to jinx myself. Don't want to jinx the team. We got to keep that same energy, kick the ball where we need to kick it, cover like it's our life depend on it.
Exactly. And I want to see what Alamo Heights does with this punt. You know, was it more arch on the ball?
We want to drive the ball on the ground, give us a chance. If we kick it up in the air, it may not. It bounces and the ball goes out of bounds. So,
and that's just one thing with coming from the kickoff and the punting team, special teams, is what it's gonna be working, what's not gonna be, and it comes down to doing everything right, and it's what's gonna happen. And
so the what's frustrating, right, is we gave them the ball in the third on the out of bounds. The good thing is they didn't score 10, right? So we had to pick our poison. No, we don't want it, but they didn't get an explosive play on the kick return game. So for us, here we are on defense again. Calhoun hands it off to Cervantes, cuts back, and they try to bottle him up, and they finally wrap him up after a gracious 6-yard gain. I don't like to complain too much about the people in stripes because they got day jobs and it's their night job. But you can't give a man an extra whole yard on the spot. He never crossed the 35, but here we are. Sam Houston at 2nd down and 4 on a 6-yard gain. And the defense has to find a way to bottle him up. He's slippery.
And he definitely is slippery. We will probably see more of him tonight. But Alamo Heights is be able to get their way around it and be able to bottleneck him straight into the back to be able to get a 2nd down to keep him away. We know what their offense is going to look like, so we have to be able to stop that.
Definitely. Here we go. Calhoun flanks to his left and right with backs. Hand off again. Elk stood up at the line of scrimmage, and once again the official is giving away Christmas gifts. He spotted him a yard after being stopped at the line of scrimmage.
But we just got to be a little bit graceful because it is a high school level officials.
No, there's such thing as you don't give. You got to give. You got to earn it. And you got to do a better job if you're an official. You can't just give away things. He was clearly stood up at the LOS. They missed the delay of game, so that's 2 bads on one play. You can't just give. That's not how it works in high school football. You wouldn't want somebody to give you a short course in cross country and call themselves a gold medalist when they didn't complete the whole course. Here we go. Calhoun dropping back, throws it quick, and the ball is tipped. Great defensive play. And who else other than Joseph DePerier? My man's got a knack for the ball.
He definitely has seen that, especially coming in from last week. We saw him showing up and just putting out a game, and he's definitely going to be seeing that. He saw that ball. He's like, no way, Jose. I'm going to be tipping that. You're not going to be getting that. You're not going to be getting close to a 1st down.
Well, here we go. Sam Houston's electing to punt. I don't believe it. It's 4th and 3, and when I'm saying I don't believe it, I think they may pull what we pull and fake a punt because here's an opportune time. It may work better than one of their regular plays. They do have an up back. Who's that right there in the number 28 for Sam Houston?
It'll be
Javion Harper, and the ball is snapped. They punt it. It's a low punt. Tripp can't pick it up. He lets it go, and it's down inside the 10. at the 5.
I guess that was just one thing that you just didn't want to take that, and it comes down to what maybe he wasn't going to work if he picked it up. But he last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, we saw him like taking everything in. So this time he just wanted to be able to take some in and some not. But this one did not work out.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. It didn't work out, but it was a smart play because there was a man in front of him. And again, the kick is not a pure kick. It's a wobbler. You don't want to give them life and energy by fumbling. Here we go. We have Alamo Heights Mules at the end of the first quarter. It's 9 seconds remaining at their 5-yard line, looking to march downfield. Colin Ernst calls the ball, hands off to Michael Terry. He runs to his left, gets upfield 5 to the 10. That's a 5-yard gain.
And there looked to be a flag on the play as well. Once again, let's see what the officials come out with this one. But once again, this scene slowly creeping our way down the field with this drive, with only but 3 seconds left of the first quarter. So we're not going to see much from this one unless we throw deep and just see what happens.
Well, the thing is, we got to run a play here because the penalty is a dead ball foul. So it will be first down and I don't know what they called it. They were huddling. So it's on the defense. It's on Sam Houston. Illegal hands to the face. First down.
All right, well, we just slowly, they were going to move the chains down the field. So now, this is definitely a place where you need to show a play to be able to get ourselves further down the field, to be able to get ourselves ready for the second quarter.
That was a clean coast first down by penalty. We'll take it. We have 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter, brought to you by War Bands. We have Colin Ernst in the gun. We have Michael Terry down towards the boundary on the bottom of your screen. It looks like they're going to either run the ball. Oh, they did end the quarter. I've never seen that before. Most time on a penalty that's a dead ball, the clock was marked ready for play. That's when it started. So here we go, folks. That ends the first quarter. Your Mules will take a 14-0 lead into the second quarter, and we'll start this all again from the 10 and see what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely what it is. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like never before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket for heart-pounding sports action.
Catch all of the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events.
And exclusive insights from dedicated athletes and coaches.
Don't miss out. Turn into AH Sports Media and be part of the excitement.
Alamo Heights Sports, brought to you by AH Sports Media.
Your passion, our coverage.
Welcome back to Live Action. You're watching Alamo Heights football on AH Sports Media, brought to you by Heights Business Incubator. Here we are, Taj. First down to 10 from the 25-yard line. Alamo Heights gets the ball. Colin Ernst gets a low snap. And there may have been a false start. We have stoppage. I think we've had more penalties stoppages in this first quarter into the second than we've had all season.
Our Alamo Heights colors are blue and yellow, but I've been seeing a lot more yellow on the field than I see blue.
Good observation. So now we get set back. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 20. I know Coach Mike Brinko may not be a happy camper, but he's got to dial up something here to get the juices flowing for the offense. And we can't keep assisting the Sam Houston Hurricanes defense, who's been aggressive tonight.
It's definitely been an aggressive start and definitely what something Alamo Heights needs to be ready. And I've been saying this over and over again, to be ready for the playoffs. And this is definitely a game you have to be ready. No chance
Here
for
we
mistakes.
go. Colin Ernst on the keeper, up the field. He busts through like he's Breaking Bad. They can't get the angle. Jaden Cervantes saves a touchdown at the 29-yard line.
That was one thing Colin Ernst is seeing again. You look for the open pocket. You'd be able to snake your way through. And when you see open field, when you see open field, you just gotta gun it. And it's definitely like the end of a cross country meet. It's the last 100 meters. You're just ending of the.
On that play, he picks up a clean coast first down. We're set for first down. Hands it off to Michael Terry. Oh, that's a replay.
Well, like I said, end of the last 100 in a cross country meet, you just gotta see open field. You gotta gun it, man, straight to the finish line.
Yeah, definitely, you're right. He was very decisive in that. Here we go on first down and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, drop back, deep pass, has him beat in the basket. Count it for 6. That is a Rising Chef touchdown by Michael Terry. If you don't know about Rising Chef, let me let you know. Rising Chef rises to the occasion for your little chef to shine. Let him cook.
Definitely, and he definitely cooked there because he was able to inch his way in front of his defender and be able to get that pass that from Colin Ernst into another touchdown. And this Michael Terry's third touchdown
Tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
No, because Colin Ernst just got the second one, so Michael Terry, that's the second one.
Also, that was a clean extra kick by Linus Flores.
Definitely.
But once again, Michael Terry coming in strong.
Well, Michael and Colin coming. That was a good ball by Colin Ernst. He actually threw it. It was on time. It was in position. Michael Terry used his big body and put himself between the ball and the defender. He's getting ready for basketball season, which is next for him.
And I remember seeing basketball. When I was walking into the booth tonight, I saw basketball practicing, and definitely is a sport. The tall people do have a little bit extra advantage, especially when you're getting across those defenders.
We are still in the Warband's second quarter. Your Alamo Heights Mules 21, Sam Houston 0. They're getting ready for a kickoff. Taj, what can the fans who watch this game do to get involved?
To be able to get involved, we will vote in the fourth quarter. But first, you got to subscribe. You're already watching the broadcast right now. All you have to do is scroll down and click that red little button to subscribe, and also like and comment down below. And then during the fourth quarter, you'll have a chance to vote for the defensive and offensive player of the game, who we will be interviewing at the end of the game tonight. So make sure to like, subscribe, and enjoy the game. Oh.
This is Gannon Laswell on the kickoff. He kicks it deep. It's received by Sam Houston. Espitia Jeremiah. He breaks through but gets taken down at the 26-yard line, depending on how generous the official is going to be. And he's got him at the 26. He gave him the extra half. My man's a little wobbly tonight, but he's getting extra cushion for Sam Houston. Taj, go ahead and update us and see if there's any scores from around the district and area that pertain to this.
Well, pertains to this for Alamo Heights. Kerrville-Tivy is tied right now with Lockhart in the second quarter, 14-14. And looking over at the Piper and Liberty Hill game, Piper is leading 12-0 in the second quarter.
All right, Sam Houston with a little trickery. Amir Calhoun fakes like he's running, pulls up on a dime, throws it out wide, and Sam Houston picks up a first down. That would be their second first down of the game, and that's a clean coast first down.
And looking for what is open and what would be fast. And here comes
Amir Calhoun on the same type of play. Out to Jeremiah Espitia. It's kind of like a speed pass option, Taj.
Definitely for the speed and for the pass option, and for what he saw the quick feet right there, but he saw he was nowhere else to go, and Alamo Heights is able to once again circle him, get him down, get him away, so they have to get another down.
It looks like Sam Houston is pressing on the gas pedal. They're going fast. It's 2nd and 5. They hand it off on the jet sweep to Jeremiah Espitia. He has a blocker in front. He is escaping the attempted tackle by Gage Sharp, and he picks up.
Looks to be picking up the third down where they'd be marking it.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd and 1. He picked up 4 yards. Looked like he kind of, I couldn't tell where he bounced and picked up. But it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 48 of Sam Houston. Amir calls for the snap, hands it off to Cervantes. He gets up the field, and he skates to the first down. That's a clean coast first down.
And if you've been watching carefully, you've been seeing how a lot of these guys on Sam Houston have been having quick feet and be able to get that speed. They're looking fast, and you see an opening, they're gonna go straight into it.
Here we go, Sam Houston. They're going fast because that's what they've got is speed. They got trips right. Calhoun coughs the ball. He hands it off to Jaden Cervantes on a dime. He stops and he cuts back and he picks up 3 yards.
One team for that speed, but Alamo Heights just had to say no to that and just knocking them down, just get second down.
Well, it's like we talked about in the broadcast in the beginning, the line of scrimmage. We have to dominate the LOS, the line of scrimmage. Right now, Sam Houston's doing a great job of getting a push, and their backs are finding holes to get there. Calhoun calls for the snap, high snap, fakes a handoff. He's running around the corner. Oh, acts like he's running, goes forward. And Jeremiah finds a way to pop up off the turf, picks up the clean coast first down on that 2nd and 7.
And one thing for Alamo Heights needs to do is put pressure on that O-line. If you protect that line of scrimmage, and to be able to looking for an opening like that, it's just not going to be.
Well, it's a little tricky right now. The quarterback is acting like he's going to run, and when he gets closer, he throws it. So you got to pick your poison. Let him run and make him pay. Or, here we go. Oh, that's a pitch and catch for Sam Houston.
And
for a gain of 6 yards on first down. Sam Houston is driving.
They saw those they saw a couple touchdowns, and they're wanting to get some of their own. They want that. They want to get in the end zone. And one thing, they'll do anything for that. And you saw that receiver had to jump to be able to reach over, use that height to be able to get that catch.
Here we go, Sam Houston. Calhoun's calling for the snap. Hands it off to Jaden Cervantes. He is actually stopped for a minimal game, maybe just a line of scrimmage this time.
Let's see. We'll see if we can get down. And
it was 2nd and 3. It will remain 3rd and 3.
And one thing with Jaden Cervantes we've seen is he's the man that you've been wanting to just get the ball and be able to slide his way through. And he's just finding his little pockets to be able to get through.
Definitely. Sam Houston looks like they have a little confusion, moving Jaden Cervantes to the right of Calhoun. Seems like we're bringing some heat off the left side. Calhoun calls for the snap. Quick pass, deep ball, down the boundary, and it is a Sam Houston touchdown.
And that
was Gage Sharp on the coverage.
That was Savion Sweeney, number 6. He's a senior wide receiver, and he was the one who had to reach up to get that catch on the play before. And we thought he was going to get a ball to Jaden Cervantes again, but it was a trick to be able to look for a guy.
Called the read. He read the read. It was 1-on-1 coverage on the bottom, and that's what you look for. That rising step touchdown put Sam Houston on the board for the first time. And let's see about the extra point. It's up, and it is good. Sam Houston answers after 3 touchdowns from Alamo Heights. It is 21-7 with 8 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Brought to you by War Bands, the feature of sportswear. Taj, do we have a ball game?
I don't know at this point. This is very surprising, especially to get the away team to get a touchdown against the Mules in the first quarter. We usually see them to get a touchdown beforehand, like maybe in the second half. But they're definitely striving, and they're definitely going to be way different than what we've been expecting.
And listen, credit to Sam Houston and Coach Williams and his staff, right? Because one thing you want as a team, we said this about Burbank and Harlandale. You got to treat Alamo Heights like it's your playoff game, your state championship, your Super Bowl, your whatever. If you can come out swinging against Alamo Heights with confidence, courage, and character, that means your program is on the rise. They're still down by 14, but this has got to get our attention on defense to make plays and stops in a manner that helps out the offense. We know the offense can put points on the board. This will be our first kickoff return of the game. Again, 8 minutes and 9 seconds in the second quarter, brought to you by War Bands. Let's see how we respond, Taj. What do you expect on this next drive offensively?
Next drive offensively, maybe Trip Johnson will be able to get the ball and be able to run it down to get a better starting coverage. But also he could play it safe and have a smart play. When you see a ball wobbling, like you said earlier, maybe you not want to take that. But definitely, we did definitely come out fast and definitely come out strong for this drive, seeing what we've been seeing before.
Here we go. The ball's kicked off. Sam Houston kicks the ball. Oh, down to the boundary. Returned by Park Zonker. Park Zonker is scooting down the sideline. Got a block, but is tumbling
and that's why
to the 40.
And that's why I call about coming out strong. I thought, honestly, I was wrong there. I thought they'd be going to Trip Johnson, but Park Zonker is there and be able to get a first down and a strong start.
Well, it's a field flipping play, right? We don't start the ball on our side of the field. We start the ball on the other side of the 50, at the 37-yard line. And that puts us right where we want to be in striking distance. Colin Ernst in the shotgun with DK Garza to his left. The line making their calls. Looks like there's play stoppage. Is there a timeout, Sam Houston?
Like we timeout Sam Houston.
They saw something they didn't like on defense and want to slow it down. So here's where this kind of hurts Sam Houston. You've been getting pressure on Alamo Heights somewhat. Javon Reese has been getting in the backfield, slowing things down. However, your best players play both ways. So if Jaden Cervantes plays safety, Jeremiah Espitia plays corner, and they're playing offense, that's the one thing that Alamo Heights doesn't have to do. You may be getting a little gassed, and you don't want to give up a touchdown here if you're Sam Houston to make it a 28-7 ball game.
No, especially when you see that you gotta, we're on your side. We are, you're at our field, and we're gonna show you. You got a touchdown on us. Well, we're gonna see what we're gonna put pressure on you now.
It's a good opportunity for a shot play, and what we call a shot play is when you take something deep, because you want that momentum to keep riding.
Most definitely.
Out of the timeout, we're here in the second quarter, brought to you by Warbands, the future of sportswear. 8 minutes exactly on the clock. First down to 10 at the Sam Houston 37. Colin Ernst in the gun, DK to his left, calling for the ball. Offside should be on Sam Houston, but they did throw a flag.
There you go.
DK Garza powers his way, churning those legs to about the 28, 29-yard line. We'll see where the official spot is and if we take the flag. But they're saying move the chains. That's a clean coast, first down.
Honestly, we might not take that since we already got the first down, so it makes no sense for us to take that. And we'll see that. Yep, it is going to be declined. We are going to decline that penalty.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's smart for Ryman to do that. And DK Garza, man, another player to be looking out. Strong, you got that. Be able to turn over and be able to hammer his way into the defense.
Well, but here we are, first down and 10 at the 26. Colin Ernst looking to cook. He's running the ball through the gaps. Not the run he was looking for, but it was a powerful run. We got positive yards.
You could definitely see his strong start coming in, and you looking in, but it did not really work out for him this time. But we'll see what Colin shows up for next one.
Well, yeah, it's second down and 5 at the 21-yard line, approaching the refillment red zone. So you got a lot of options here. Second and 5, you can throw it deep. Let's look on the left side, right? Are they in man coverage? We have Michael Terry out there. We've got Park Zunker in the slot. He's getting manned up. Ron Delane. Colin Ernst on the run. He goes out wide. They fill up hard and nice. Number 7 for Sam Houston comes up.
Definitely be a better job of getting hands on him. But one thing when you definitely, as a player, when you say leave it on the field, you got to leave it on the field to not take it to heart when it especially doesn't work. And I've been rewatching the show Ted Lasso, and we're watching the first episode, and he says to think like a goldfish, to just reset, think for go into the next play. It didn't work last time. Okay, let's get down for the next play.
Yep. Good analogy from Ted Lasso. Here we go. It is third down and 5 from the 21. There was no gain on the last play. 6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the quarter. Colin Ernst looking to pass, drops back, throws a
that will be incomplete. Almost an interception right there, and almost a touchdown with Michael Terry. It's just sometimes it's just things are just not going to work out, and it could be down to the receiver and it could be down to the quarterback. And this time it could be down to both.
Well, unfortunately, Todd, not to spoil your pool party there, but it has to work out. We're about to go to the playoffs. There's no tomorrow when you get to the playoffs. It just doesn't work out. It ain't going to work. We need to make it work. And in that play, I couldn't get a read on whether the ball wasn't in the right place or the receiver didn't box out late the last time. I didn't get to see it all from the angle I had that I'm at. But we got to make it work. It's fourth down and 5. We don't elect to go for the field goal. We believe we can get the first down. Colin Ernst is looking to throw again. He drops back. There's pressure from Sam Houston. He escapes to the right, and he's going to get thrown down short. we're waiting to see what the flag on the field is for.
But you know what? You're right. It's going to have to, come down to the little things, the little niche things. You know what? It is. It is going to be going down, and it has to work. If we go into the playoffs, we're going to have to fix these things, and this game is here for it. This is no time to be making these little mistakes. Point them out, you got to fix them. And it looks to be going to be an overturn.
Turnover on downs for the Alamo Heights Mules. The defense must stand up and help out because Sam Houston's coming to fight. This is a boxing match. We may have won round one in the first quarter, but it's a whole new quarter. And with 5 minutes and 50 seconds, we got to hold tight. Sam Houston will start at their 21-yard line. And we saw last drive where they were getting some elusive runs. They're calling a holding penalty on the Mules, which is declined by Sam Houston. They're also saying intentional grounding, loss of down on Alamo Heights, which I don't understand because the man was clearly out of the pocket and the ball went past the line of scrimmage. But my job is to commentate, and I guess me being a ref, retired when I started, not becoming a ref, but that's the way I see it, intentional grounding, is when you actually throw the ball.
You got to think like a goldfish, man. Think
Hey,
like a goldfish. Nice play.
I guess I'm going to have a pond on. Here we go. Amir Calhoun in the shotgun. Cervantes with the handoff. He stutter steps, and he is taken down at the line of scrimmage.
There you go for a second down. And their defense is definitely stepping up for what kind of our offense left them with not really much to give. So now they're going to have to just protect everything they got.
I'm looking at Max Bacon, and he's got a little swag to him right now. But Calhoun's called for the ball. He is throwing it. And incomplete. They did not make a connection. It was intended for Jeremiah Specia.
And there, once again, for the QB, I've definitely seen a strong arm coming from the QB, being able to get that release on it and just throwing it down. And it's gonna be going for it. And one thing that's not gonna work sometimes, and especially when you're gonna be trying, and next time.
Here we go. Calhoun looking to throw. You're right about a strong arm. We got pressure, but he escapes. Fumble! He picked it back up, but he got met with some aggression. He's a little slow to get up. He picked up some yards. It may be 4th and 7. We'll see what Sam Houston decides to do here with 5 minutes and 2 seconds in the second quarter, brought to you by Warbands, the future of sportswear.
Our defense is definitely showing up. You said DK Garza has got in there and be able to look in and get that pressure down on there. Because that's, I think I said this so many times before, but that's all we're going to have to do, especially coming into the halftime. Protect our lead.
Sam Houston lining up the punt. Again, alert, alert, alert. Be alert of a fake. The punts have not been returnable. The snaps have been high. He gets the punt off. It's tipped. They're going to call running into the punter most likely if they did throw a flag.
I see a green field. Oh, no, I see a little red. It's yellow. And we'll see that. Punter walking off looks like his knee is hurting as he goes into the sideline.
I wonder if the ball was tipped, though. Like, I couldn't see it again from our angle, but they're calling running into the kicker, which is an automatic first down. And Sam Houston's offense will travel back on the field. This is kind of like a gut punch to your defense. It's a gut check, right? Because you did your job, you got them off the field in 3 downs, and now you're back.
It's just kind of have to reset and just do it again if you did it once. But now we lost some yardage, and now we have to have more pressure, getting close to the 50-yard line. That's definitely not what we want. And yeah, it may have sounded stupid saying that, but we don't want that.
Explosive too. Calhoun calling for the snap, empty backfield. He's looking to go deep. He's looking to chunk the ball. He's looking. He's searching. He's elusive. He's running. He throws it. It's caught in the middle of the field.
And that's
junior wide receiver DB. Sam Houston is on the move with 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Calhoun calling shots, asking for the ball, looking to throw. They throw it. The ball is caught. Oh, incomplete. It was intended for Jeremiah Specia. His go-to target. Sam Houston is on the move. They're pushing the gas pedal. They're trying to take advantage of their opportunities. They've been given a second life. They scored in the possession before last, and now they're back at it again, marching down the field. They're at the 39-yard line. Calhoun calling for the snap. Dropping back, looking deep. Receivers are deep. He's getting pressured. He throws. Ball is caught by number 17 from Sam Houston. That would be Damon Good, who's a sophomore athlete. They are spreading the love around today, Taj. They are trying to get everybody involved. They're picking up the pace. They're putting that pressure. This is a pressure test for our defense. Bend but don't break moment. Calhoun calling for the snap. Looking to throw, looking. Pressure coming. He escapes, he evades, he throws. Ball is caught underneath. Tackles out of bounds is again Damon Good. That is a gain of about 6 yards. That we are now in the refreshment red zone. Sam Houston is marching.
Definitely, and with that pressure coming in, they're just got that offensive.
Calhoun with the snap, throws it back, looking over the middle. Incomplete, nobody home.
Definitely with that tip off by the defense, we're just trying to keep our way and making sure as they creep closer and closer to the end zone, we're going to keep our guys away from them.
This is a dangerous down, Taj, because right now it's 3rd and 2. The quarterback can get 2, Cervantes can get 2. They've been going empty backfield, so you still got to watch the quarterback. He's not much of a runner, but 2 yards is 2 yards is not that much to get. They're spreading us wide. Here we go, 3rd down and 2 from the 14. Calhoun calls for it. He hands off on the jet sweep to Cervantes, and he picks up probably exactly 2 yards, if not short.
Definitely a little bit maybe short, but you're right about this is dangerous. It's getting very close, and 3 minutes left in the second quarter, in the first half. Our defense has got to keep on keeping that pressure on them, making sure we can get that ball.
All right, they're calling it 4th down and 1 from the 12, and they're going for it. I don't understand what's happening. I thought we were just on 3rd down. Now they're saying it's 3rd and 1. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening here. So here we go. Calhoun. Ball thrown. Ball is caught in the corner of the end zone. Jeremiah Specia. There should be a foul on that. Man spiked the ball, talked trash to the defender. That definitely the rule book says flag, but you know what we do with in these games. We are selective on how we officiate. So, because I remember early in the season, one of our receivers got a flag for excessive celebration, and he was cheering with his teammates.
It definitely is, and it's definitely just kind of something that the officials have got to do. And the kick is good, and with now leaving it, the Alamo Heights Mules 21-14. I don't know about pressure, man, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit of tension in here that Alamo Heights needs to come back with that offense, especially with coming near the end of the first half.
Well, we've seen this before, right? At Harlandale, it was 25-20, which was closer than this. I feel like Sam Houston has responded to their ability. I don't feel like we're playing at our level yet. I don't know if we walked in thinking, oh, it's just Sam Houston. We beat it before. We could do it again. Unfortunately, year to year, you got to prove it. You can't just bank off of what you did last year. It would be no different if we were playing Liberty Hill. It wouldn't matter if we lost by 1 or 1,000. You got to play the game again.
You definitely got to play the game again. It's just reset, and just kind of strive down. Let's see what Barranco comes in with the offense we'll see after this kickoff. But coming in, our offense has to come in strong, and they have to hit hard like they did earlier. But this drive has to count.
Definitely, we got to get points out of this drive. If we can get a touchdown and make it 28-14, you kind of stymie their confidence. Because right now, Sam Houston's thinking like, oh, we found a secret formula. Just push the ball. They're on a fast break. They do it in basketball. They want to do it in football. And so right now, we've got to set the tone. I don't know if they're going to kick the ball off to us, though. They may kick it out of bounds. They may make us play from the line of scrimmage because their strength has been their defense right now.
And most definitely, their strength is to find that fast break and then finding what's going to work and what's not. And hopefully our confidence can come back on this after they do squib kick be picked up by Park Zunker. He's going to throw down. He's going to be hammering down, get it cornered, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line.
Wasn't the best return, but it was better than where we would have got the ball if we would have went out of bounds. We got 5 yards more than that. We're going to start the ball here with 2 minutes and 29 seconds in the second quarter, brought to you by Warbands, the future of sportswear. Colin Ernst is going to come out here, lead the troops, and we'll see. We'll definitely see what we're going to look like. Michael Terry has an atonement to make up for the drop ball in the end zone. If Colin Ernst is going to help out, he's got to be decisive. Look for Park Zunker. He had a drop ball earlier. Maybe he steps up. Everything's on the table. Handoffs and passes. Here we go. Colin Ernst calling for the ball. And it's a Colin Ernst call his number. He doesn't get many yards. That's a tough physical Sam Houston Hurricanes defense right there. But it's also Colin's got to read his block.
And definitely, it looked like Michael Terry was trying to lead Colin in. And we've seen Michael Terry and Colin Ernst have been kind of best friends during these games. And he just Colin has to just follow his best friend and be able to get that block. And it looks like we just did not get that.
Yeah, even though he picked up 3, you're right. Had he followed his block, he could have bounced outside where there's less traffic and scooted down. Here we go again. We have DK Garza in, flanked to Colin Ernst's right. 1 minute and 48 seconds and counting. Second quarter. Calling for the snap. Hands to DK. DK gets up the field. DK is getting some yards. DK is running on the boundary. He has yards. If he gets out of bounds, did he get out of bounds in time? They're saying stop the clock. DK Garza with a nice run. No laundry on the field? Do you see any laundry on the field?
I see no laundry on the field. I see a clean green field, which is a first down. Whoa, actually, there looks like to be walking back to the line of scrimmage. I guess there is some yellow there. I will see what the officials call this one. But if you saw Michael Terry get that block in, the DK for DK Garza, looks to be holding against Alamo Heights, bringing once again to a second down. I don't know where that came from.
I do. It's called we ain't got nothing else better to do but throw laundry in plays that don't. Look, both teams are holding, and I just want to see equitable calls on equitable plays. All of our big plays are being called back. We got to get over, like I said, goldfish mentality. Colin Ernst has to have a shock play here. It's second down and 18 from the 26 with 1 minute and 22 seconds left. I hope we don't tell him just go in. There's a block. Colin Ernst looking to pass, throws deep. Do we got a man open? Michael Terry's wide open. He catches it, and he's tackled at the 30. We need to call a timeout. We've got 2 left. Stop the clock.
Definitely stop that clock right there. And one thing Colin has been improving on is his deep throw. And when you see Michael Terry open, he saw his best friend out there. He wanted to give him some love, and he definitely gave him some love right there to get him down.
That was a clean coast first down, picked up connection between Michael Terry and Colin Ernst. I still would like the ball lead him more so he can walk in for a touchdown. But I'll take what I can get because we've flipped the field. Here we go. Colin Ernst calling for the snap. Got fire on the left side. Handoff, blocked by Mike Terry. Colin Ernst getting swooped up. Alamo Heights is going to call a timeout.
And now this is where it comes in. You got to follow your man. Maybe he needs to put some reflective vest on Michael Terry, be able to follow his block. I can't really say that much because it's a player mentality, and it is coming close to the end of the first half. So we'll see what the Mules come in with his last 36 seconds.
Well, no, it's imperative that your quarterback, who's the head of your team, has to understand blocks, right? You can't, if the team is this physical as Sam Houston defense been, you can't run through them. You either have to run around them and then through them. So follow your block, right? Michael Terry's a big guy. He's not a small guy. So if you can follow his blocks, shrink behind him, and then pop out of nowhere, you will get success. We got a lot on the table. Coach Branco has some decisions to make. We have 36 seconds left. I want to say we have 2 timeouts remaining. Actually, we have 1 timeout remaining. So it's very crucial right here that we get yardage, deep yardage. You could take a shot, or you can go for the first down. All I know is we need one of them.
Honestly, I for a fair save, you got to just go throw deep. You can get the first down, but that doesn't leave you much time left in the clock to do it with 36 seconds. You just got to throw deep and you got to look for your wide open man.
Well, the good thing is you got a timeout in your pocket. So if you get the first down, that gives you 4 downs to take shots at the end zone. But we'll see. We got a formation here with DK and Mike Terry in both flanking Colin Ernst to the left and right. 36 seconds left in the second quarter, sponsored by War Bands, the feature sportswear. Colin Ernst calls for the ball, gets a snap, and as I expected, they're going to pass it, going deep, wide open, at the 1, call the timeout. 29 seconds, just like that, Taj. Hey, he can get off the man. This is unnecessary.
There's a flag on the play. There's going to be a little bit of a fight going on between Alamo Heights and Sam Houston. Looks to be some disagreeing against Sam Houston. That's something you do not want to get. You got the first down, man. You just got to let it go. They got a goldfish. Just can't stress enough. And there's a flag on the play. Probably going to be...
If anything, it's on Sam Houston because the ball was possessed by Alamo Heights, and Sam Houston would not let go of the man.
Well, let's see what the officials choose in this one. They're looking. He's deciding. Let's see what we get coming from this one. He's still deciding. And you're probably right. He's probably against Sam Houston, and it's gonna be. He's still deciding. There you go. Let's see. On both sides. Oh, it's on Sam Houston, and on Alamo Heights. Offsets. Gonna be replay. There's gonna be first down. Okay.
Again, this is what I call lazy officiating. That is not a dead ball. Both sides get a penalty. For every action, there's a reaction. But at the end of the day, the man was smothering the Alamo Heights mule on the ground, who was helpless. I hope UIL Tasso was watching this because this crew should not be officiating a playoff game. Period. Here we go. Colin Ernst in the gun. It's either a keep or a handoff. You know it's got to be a grown man situation, Taj. We kept the timeout. It's Colin Ernst. He powers through, and he's in the end zone if they spot him there. And it's a touchdown with 15 seconds left. That's a Rising Chef touchdown.
And there you go. Got muscles way through. This was a little rough drive, but we still got in for a touchdown. I'm feeling the sweats right now. I'm sure everyone else in the stands right now. We're not expecting this kind of game, this kind of officiating. We'll see if we get an extra kick.
Well, see, Taj, if you were here all week around me, then you would know that I told you this game could be something of specialtiness. We made the extra point. It is now 28-14. That's a way to respond after giving up the second touchdown on Alamo Heights. You go in the half, up by 14. Hopefully we don't kick the ball if they return it and steal some of this momentum. Got to play it smart. As I said, this week, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I told you and I told Casey, I told anybody who listened, we got to mark this game on the calendar because Sam Houston has something that no other team we faced all year has, and that's speed, speed, speed. They truly run an air raid offense, and that's something we needed our defense to see.
It definitely is, and it's definitely something we have not expected. But when you say mark the calendar, they've definitely been looking out for it, but they've not been just getting that, especially when it comes down to the speed from the offense. Oh, and also one thing you gotta remember is you can vote for the player of the game in the fourth quarter. By doing this, you can subscribe. You're already watching the program. Just give us some love. Subscribe to AH Sports Media YouTube page and in the fourth quarter, you'll be able to vote for the defensive and offensive player of the game.
All right, we're setting up for the kickoff. Let's see what Gannon does. Let's see what the Alamo Heights Mules do. Do we kick it deep or do we squib it? Here we go. Bam, sky kick. Oh, great job. You know, it's amazing. I don't want to keep harping on the Zebras, but if y'all know their name, send them to Tasso because they're throwing flags like it's Fiesta. I mean, we just throwing flags for no reason. Like, you don't throw a flag when a guy picks up the ball.
It looks like Alamo Heights did get a touch on that, and we'll be able to start the ball down on the. It looks to be they're still deciding, but it could be starting down on the 16-yard line. We're still looking at it. No, correction, 30-yard line. 30-yard line. Looks like they didn't get the touch on that, and we'll see if the refs call this penalty against us. What are we getting for a first down?
It'll be 1st and 10 with 15 seconds left to go in the second quarter, brought to you by Warbands. This is AH Sports Media, brought to you by Heights Business Incubator. Today's growing economy craves young professionals with innovation ideas and skills to make things happen. Here we go. Players down on the reception.
That was an incomplete pass. It almost was an interception, but it was picked up again, and they just called it incomplete. You know, still looking. The field is still looking green. No yellows yet. So we'll see what comes in with this last 6 seconds in the first half.
Here we go. Calhoun calling for the snap. We got Joker's Wild to the right. Look for the double pass. We got Devon Good going on throw. He gets hit and he throws. It's caught. Oh. Is that incomplete? I can't tell what's happening.
That was an incomplete. It looked like they threw it and then lateraled it again, but did not get that completion. It'll be a first down. And we're going to be saying it right now. We're getting ready for the end of the first half as we lead into halftime, as we have our field correspondent, Sydney Fry, on the field, going to get a halftime report with Coach Ritteman. We'll see what he has to say.
First, we'll go to commercial and come back to the interview with Sydney Fry.
Get ready to experience the thrill of ALAMO sports like you've never seen it before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket to the heart-pounding action.
Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events.
And exclusive insights from dedicated athletes and coaches.
Don't miss out. Tune to AH Sports Media and be part of the excitement.
Alamo Heights Sports, brought to you by AH Sports Media.
Your passion, our coverage.
Hello, my name is Sydney Fry and I'm here with Coach Ritteman. And right now I just wanted to ask you, what are 3 things that you want to keep consistent, that you want to keep going good, or anything that you want to improve on?
Well, I mean, the one thing we got to keep doing is playing hard and giving great effort. The things we got to improve on is just our execution and how we're playing. We've made a couple of mistakes that have hurt us a little bit, but the guys are responding to it. And so now we got to go make some halftime adjustments, see if they can handle it in the second half, go win the game.
So what's our main focus to deepen the score so that we can get more touchdowns, we can get more yards? What's the mentality for that?
Well, it's just execution. Whatever the play that's called, if all 11 guys execute it to the best of their ability, we'll have a chance to be successful. And if you do it enough times, you can put the ball in the end zone.
Okay. So we're just going to focus, we're going to try to execute, we're just going to follow the plan. Is there anything else you want to say?
Well, we appreciate everybody coming out and supporting us. The crowd's great tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, Sydney Fry, with that interview from Coach Ron Ritteman. We are at halftime, folks. This halftime presentation is brought to you by Bandsy. Bandsy is the app that lets you track your rubber bands so you can have the best results from wearing them. Up first is the Sam Houston Hurricane Band.
A little bit of compunction.
But you know we had to give you a little bit of something. See? Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the 2023-2024 Sam Houston Twisters to the field. This evening, we have Peppers and Twisters of the Week are none other than our own admin team. Now this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we want to render a King of Pop classic, Michael Jackson's Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Y'all show your love one more time to the Twisters. All right now, y'all, listen. Of course we didn't come all the way down the street to not give you a little something to go home and dream about. So we're gonna give you a little show, what we've known for be doing, and a little bit more. So if, once again, y'all already told me y'all are having a good time once. So now I'ma really need y'all to start clapping and making some noise, because we about to turn it up just another notch. We're gonna give you a little bit of ADIB. And then we're gonna give you a little bit of ice spice. But of course we gotta slow it down and give you a little bit of sizzle. Gotta work it. Now, of course, you know, it may be our time may be up, but of course, until the next time we meet again, we want to leave you with a few words of encouragement to get you through the highways and byways of life. Put some respect on our name. Stay in your lane. Drive the speed limit, won't be no traffic. Mind your business. Drink water, and lastly, ladies and gentlemen, wear lotion because no one likes an ashy hater. This has been The Voice. We love you and we out, but hold on, I do have one announcement. Look to your neighbor, say, neighbor. Oh, neighbor. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Sam Houston Band Boosters will be having our fish fry fundraiser. Say that 3 times. If you are interested in the fish fry fundraiser, come see our band boosters. Boosters, wave your hands and we will definitely accommodate you. If not, we will see you at the school on tomorrow, 4635 East Houston Street. This has been The Voice. We love you. We out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Alamo Heights Independent School District is proud to present the 2023-2024 Mighty Mule Marching Band and the Alamo Heights High School Spurs Dance Team. The Mighty Mule Band is under the field leadership of Majors Caroline Courts and Ava Rocha. The 2023 and 2024 Alamo Heights cheer captains are Carrie Gully, commonly Kate Love, and Elizabeth Baker. Co-captains are Margaret Hain and Sophia Remolino. The cheer coaches are Taylor Bailey and Carrie Hill. Cheerleaders of the week are freshman Macy Gully, JV Clara Sharp, and varsity currently Kate Love. Please welcome the award-winning Alamo Heights Spurs Dance Team under the direction of Luisa Hidalgo. The 2023-24 Spurs are led on the field by Colonel Francie Decker, Lieutenant Colonels Avi Escudero and Caitlin Maffred, Lieutenant Mariah Garner, and line leader Madison Ritchie. The Spurs of the week are Avi Escudero and Caitlin Maffred, and the Spirit Squad members of the week are Daisy Flores and Maya Gonzalez. The Mighty Mule Band is excited to be joined on the field by Alamo Heights Junior School Band and their directors, Megan Whitty, Sydney Robinson, and Mike Wilson. Now, sit back and relax as the Spurs perform their routine to Say Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the 50-yard line. After serving a year for our country, Alamo Heights grad Private First Class Rios is back to surprise Spur Araceli Rios. The Mighty Mule Band would like to recognize the following members for their hard work and dedication this week. Band members of the week are Logan Thompson and Jocelyn Rodriguez. Color guard member of the week is Izzy Villanueva. Our section of the week are our seniors. Tonight, the Mighty Mule Band will perform a portion of their competition marching show entitled Primary Sources. The Mighty Mule Band is celebrating a fantastic competition season this year. They earned 2 silver medal finishes at Rough Rider and Mount Classic Marching Contest. They also qualified for the UIL Area Marching Contest by earning a superior rating from all 3 judges at the UIL Region Marching Contest. Tonight's performance features soloist Sophia Cifuentes on flute, Julia Mendoza on oboe, Lawrence Coley on flute, and the saxophone quartet featuring Christopher Carpio Walker, Andy Lev, Raul Villarreal, and Andres Gonzalez.
Do it.
Alamo Heights fight song and welcome Cambridge Twirlers to the field and their coach, Tammy Wasson.
the progress toward. Say to
Great day to be a mule.
Welcome back after the half. It's the halftime report. Getting ready for the second half of action. This is AH Sports Media. We are showing you Alamo Heights football. This broadcast is brought to you by Heights Business Incubator. Today's growing economy craves young professionals with innovative ideas and skills to make things happen. We saw an opportunity here at Alamo Heights in our own community to teach students the necessary skills to thrive in today's rapidly changing world. So we decided to have students create businesses. Tonight you have seen them being showcased. Clean Coast Co., Banzi, who sponsored the halftime. Banzi is where rubber bands track progress, earn rewards. Banzi is a mobile app that incentivizes orthodontic patients to wear their rubber bands. You've also seen War Band sponsoring quarters 1 and 2. You've seen Rising Chef on 4 occasions for touchdowns for Alamo Heights and 2 for Sam Houston. We have Hat Daddy, who's coming up to sponsor the 3rd and 4th quarter. Hat Daddy, build the strip, apply the hat, absorb the sweat. That's how you keep your hat clean, with the Hat Daddy. Taj, we're back. The boys have entered the field. Sam Houston is lining up to kick. What are your thoughts on this second half?
Well, for the second half, as we see here, we've been trying to put pressure on the Sam Houston's defense, but it's just, not working out for some of them. But this is where it comes in. This is what halftime is for. To be able to fix those mistakes that were made in the first half and be able to, once again, I'm going to make this another Ted Lasso reference, but think like a goldfish, reset, and be able to get yourself come out strong to start for the second half.
Well, if we know one thing, we've seen our guys go into halftime ahead every game, except for Seguin, week 1, which was week 1. We've seen them come out in the second half and expand their lead. Question for you, Taj. Thinking like a goldfish, Taj. Ted Lasso, Taj. Do you believe that's going to happen again?
I think it could be a possibility, especially what we see.
You don't sound too confident, Goldfish.
You know what?
You know it's a possibility, but in your feeling, you were saying, this game was kind of making you nervous.
Yeah.
There's tension. Do you feel like, okay, let me ask this. What will it take for you to see on this kickoff for your Alamo Heights Mules to feel like they're going to take this game in handily?
They're going to have to come in strong, especially when that first drive in. They cannot let anything go and it'd be out of bounds, which honestly, you know what? Maybe Sam Houston's going to let it go, because one thing I do want to see is just to be able to catch the ball, see those blocks, follow those throws, just do everything. It may sound strange, but do everything correctly, especially when it comes down to the moments. And we've seen what happens when it comes down to those moments.
Well, what I want to see right here is I'd like to see them make them kick it again. I would make them kick it again. You're going to kick to me today. Like, that's what I would need. I don't know what's happening here. We're huddling up. Sam Houston's still on the field. I have no clue what's happening here. There was a procedure penalty of kicking the ball out of bounds. They're backing up. It looks like they're spotting the ball for the kick. It looks like the Alamo Heights is getting coached up by their special teams coordinator. Taj, you have score updates for us down in the Valley, or down in Corpus, I should say.
I will get score updates just soon as we look down in the Valley. And we do here with Gregory Portland right now, 14-49. That's never mind.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're
right.
right.
So, yeah,
Gregory Portland doesn't have 49 though.
Oh,
Corpus Christi Flower Buff has the 49.
Oh, 14-49.
And Gregory Portland is losing with 14 points. So how does that play out? Well, if we reach the second round, we play the winner of that game in the second round if we make it that far. Here we go with the second kickoff. It's a pooch kick. and it looks like a fair catch. So after all of that, we gained a positive 3 yards because we would have got the ball at 30. You know, sometimes in life, the things you want, you don't get. The things you get, you don't want. In this case, that was one of those moments.
I feel like that's the song you just referenced there.
Nah, I just made it up in my head, to be honest with you. I was thinking like a goldfish. I refreshed my mind, and I wanted to come in with a clean thought, and that's what I came up with, Todd.
You know what? You got to think positive. You still got 3 yards on that play, and honestly, if that's 3 yards that you're going to need, then you know what? 3 yards is going to get what they're going to get.
Let's see Colin Ernst here in the gun. Asking for it. Hands off to DK Garza. DK Garza gets tackled after a 2-yard gain. That's a tough run.
Definitely for DK Garza still be able to get down. It's going to be second down. And you know what? Let's take a look at the scores right now. You know what we need from Kerrville, Tivy, and Lockhart game. This is where we're going to be playing. Right now they're tied in the third quarter. Kerrville, Tivy 21, Lockhart 21. And then looking over at the Piper Liberty Hill game, Piper is leading by 2 points with 12 and Liberty Hill 10, and they're also in the third quarter.
Good job, Tosh. Thank you for the score update. Here we are, second half, third quarter, 11 minutes and 17 seconds. Colin Ernst on the keeper, tries to cut upfield, dives for a gain of 5 yards. That puts us at third down and 3. What I'd like to see here, Todd, I'd like to see Alamo Heights pick up the tempo. We've kind of been in a malaise for the past 2 weeks. We have not fired off the ball. We've not put the pedal to the metal and zoom. I think that helps you as an offense, especially against a defense that doesn't know what you're going to do and you have multiple options. So, again, 3rd and 3 from the 40. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left, third quarter. Here we go. We've got a handoff to Michael Terry. He powers for approximately a yard. So, again, the Sam Houston Hurricane defense is holding stout.
Still getting that pressure in, even gotten Michael Terry to almost trip and fall on that run. Still got a yard down before and 1. It's got 1 to go to get that first down. Honestly, I think they're definitely going to need a bigger push than what they've been giving.
Well, clearly, we talked about in pregame, winning and dominating the line of scrimmage. That's where games are won and lost. And this is a moment of truth right here. If we don't get this yard, Sam Houston gets the ball in our territory. We must get a line of scrimmage push here. Hand off to Michael Terry. He grown man's pushes the pile. He picks up the clean coast first down.
There you go. We got first down on that one. And like I said, that's a push. And they did get a push for a first down. So let's see if they can be able to throw the ball a little bit deep and maybe we'll get a little more yardage than what we've been getting.
Michael Terry is our comfort animal. And what I mean by that is whenever we need a big play in the running game, we go to Michael Terry. Right now, there's an opportunity for Colin Ernst to be Superman, put on a cape, and try to get a big gainer himself. That's normally what we see, the 1-2 punch, and then you sprinkle in some DK Garza. And as you alluded to, we get to the passing game. Here we go. Colin Ernst receiving it. Colin Ernst keeping it. And he is tackled for a gain of 1.
And there comes into the speed, not only on offense, but on defense for Sam Houston. They'd be able to see that, and they saw Colin Ernst, and they just got to circle him up and just gobble him down. And that just brings Alamo Heights to a second down. Now we just got to, we've tried running it. I think at this point we might have to try throwing it.
Actually, no, I think we got to keep it on the ground for 2 reasons. A, it keeps the clock running. We just have to be smarter. If we throw it, we don't complete it, the clock stops. That's advantage Sam Houston. So we got to keep this clock churning. We just got to get smarter, positive running yards, and our offensive line has to play consistent. Here we go. Offset, handoff. Nope. We're going to sprint. Okay. Colin Ernst slips out of a tackle, and he gets all the way down to the 35-yard line is Michael Terry after the pass from Colin Ernst. That was a Houdini move.
That was definitely Houdini. I was about to say that's definitely coming luck. That could have been very bad for Colin Ernst on that play right there. So, but luckily Michael Terry was able to get that ball. Just luck to be able to move the change for Alamo Heights first down. It'll be 1st and 10, 8:20 in the third quarter. And also remember to subscribe to Alamo Heights Sports Media to be able to vote in the next quarter. Remember to like and subscribe to be able to vote in the live chat.
Here we go. Colin Ernst in the gun. Calls for the snap. Runs to his left. Gets a good block by Arriaga. Is slammed down for a gain of 1 yard.
It seems when we were trying to go down the middle, we just get this 1 yardage.
Well, that one down the middle, that's on the outside, and what you can hear the coaches in the other booth, right? And they're not too happy with our perimeter blocking right now. We're not kicking blocks out, but our running backs aren't helping because they're not bursting up the field, right? You, as a runner, you got to be patient, and then you got to explode. Right now, like you said earlier, you had a great eye for Sam Houston's quick on defense, so you got to be just as fast. You can't just lollygag through the hole. Here we go. It is 2nd down and 7 at the Sam Houston 32. Ball snapped to Colin Ernst. He's looking for room. Nowhere to go. He pops out of a bubble, falls down.
He found a little opening right there. And you know what? To answer your first question, you know why I want to see from Alamo Heights on this one? Match the same energy coming from Sam Houston. Because
Taj, I'm glad you decided to wake up and answer that question, because it took you a whole 60, 70 yards to get to realization where we were. At first, I thought we were vibing, Taj. I thought we were on the same page, but I'm glad you've arrived. Go ahead and finish your thought.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. Honestly, I might have been blind for the first couple of plays on this one. Maybe I was in La La Land and that, but now I was realizing it is not time to lollygag or do anything. You got to match the same energy coming from Sam Houston's defense to be able to get a first down and hopefully a touchdown.
Well said. Here's Colin Ernst on the keeper. He busts through. He picks up the clean coast first down.
And there you go for another first down. And he definitely showed energy on that one. Be able to start the jet engines and just go full on head on. And that will work for the Mules. Now we'll just hope that we can be able to continue going to do that and just outsmarting defense, especially for how the quick their feet are, and be able to string out those plays.
Definitely. Let's see what we have here on 1st down and 10 at the 21 as we approach the refillment red zone. Ball looking for a pass, not open, going deep, and we have a pass interference, should be, but no catch. Jaden Cervantes on the coverage of Michael Terry. That's a matchup to watch. That's good on good right there. Sam Houston's best and Alamo Heights' best.
Exactly, right there. You said it. But also, I think they like to pick and choose what penalties they like to give out. But for what that was a good throw, is just wrong time.
Yeah, well, again, I'm not trying to be negative November. But there's a lot of things that we need to clean up. And on that pass, right, the ball hung up too long there. It wasn't out in front. You got to quick release, give the man a chance so the defender can't keep up with the receiver. But here we go again. It is second down and 10. It's a handoff to Trip Johnson, who falls down and loses a few yards on the play.
Looks like you just stopped on that play for just what you maybe saw the defender. He just did not. But that's what comes down to matching the energy. You see a guy coming at you, you got to either go head on or you just got to you can play it smart and just make sure not to get hurt yourself. But coming down, what 28-14, you just got to protect, man.
We need something magical here because it's 3rd down and 16 at the 27. We're going the wrong direction. I definitely think this is 2-down territory, 3rd and 4th. Pick up 8 or 9 yards here, and let's see what 4th down brings us. We got heat coming from the left side. Colin Ernst draw back to pass. The ball's thrown, and it's caught by Park Zunker at the 15-yard line. Mark it down. That brings us down to 4th down and 3.
It looks like to be, 4th down and 3. And that's what we needed to see from Al Heights to get a throw like that and a catch like that by Park Zunker. And it looks to be we're going to make a field goal on this.
Oh, we're attempting a field goal? Okay. That's the first. This is like the first or second field goal attempt of the year.
Safety is going to be seeing a lot of plays in this game. Safety
Gage Sharp to hold. Laswell for the kick. It's down, it's up, and it's good. Well, again, the drive was janky. It wasn't palatable like we're used to seeing, but we got points out of it. That will take. Everything else we'll clean up for next week.
And you know what? I'm sure they're going to be looking at this footage back for tomorrow when they're going back through game footage. And to look and to fix up and definitely clean up those niche things that have been just hurting Alamo Heights. in this. And you know what? We're talking about players who've definitely put on a performance. You can vote for the player of the game in the fourth quarter by liking and subscribing to the Alamo Heights Sports Media YouTube page. And one thing you're gonna have to remember before that, you gotta scroll down, you gotta click that red subscribe button, and then during the fourth quarter there'll be a poll so you can vote for the offensive and defensive players of the game as Alamo Heights is getting ready to kick off.
Once again, we got to be smart here. Last time there was a penalty. This time we don't need a penalty. We don't need to give up a big gain either. We need to keep the momentum in our favor. Defense will be coming out. They need to stop, get the ball back to the offense, and keep this train moving. This is Laswell kicking off. Ball's up. It's kicked to the corner. Our coverage is coming, and stopped at the 32-yard line. As it seems like every mule participated in that tackle for the most part.
And that's what they saw. He saw an opening in our defense the first time. Our players saw that breakthrough, and they just had to encircle him and get him down quickly before he can get any more yardage.
Definitely. So let's see if Sam Houston goes back to what was working for them. That's that up-tempo, fast-break style offense. It doesn't look like it, as they have a running back in the backfield entering the game for the first time. They have Jeremiah Johnson Spears, freshman, and he's got a big gainer coming, folks. He seems like a load. He doesn't seem like a light freshman in my eyes.
And you can see his stance. He's low to the ground when he's sprinting in to be able to weave his way through. He's definitely saw a way through our defense, and we need to quickly be able to build a wall and just stop him in his place, because it's not the first time we saw him do that.
Well, here's what's interesting. We're in a three-man front, so that's why he has a gaping hole. They're going to look at it again. Here comes Calhoun with the pass, throws it out. Caught by Damon Good. He is stopped short. Up, unfortunately, not short enough. He will pick up the clean coast first down for Sam Houston. You got to like this offensive attack by Sam Houston. The closest we've seen to this was Harlandale. We thought that they would give us problems. They did for a little bit. But this Sam Houston offensive attack is kind of balanced. They got the running game, the quarterback's doing his thing, and the receivers are spreading around the yard. Calhoun gets the ball, hands off to the running back, who is stopped by that wall called Alamo Heights Mule defensive line.
And that running back was
Jeremiah Johnson Spears, again, the freshman.
Yes, sir. And right now we're getting, and that was one thing that Alamo Heights Mules has been getting in for be able to get to stop him, but still you got second down for Sam Houston.
Second down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Calhoun gives it to Jeremiah Johnson Spears. He is stopped again. Gets about a yard on the carry. That would bring up third down and 9 from the 45-yard line or so. 46. They give him a 2-yard gain. Third down and 8. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in this quarter, Taj. This is a quarter presented to you by Hat Daddy. Appeal the strip, absorb the sweat. Keep your hat clean. So here's the thing. Third and 8. Calhoun drops back. He rolls. There's pressure. He escapes pressure. He's tackled down. He is short. He does not gain a first down. It will be about third down and 7.
It seemed to be that was
fourth down and 7. Sorry.
Yeah, it seemed to be like you saw it be a trick. Everyone, they have the receivers all flying out, so you think it'd be a passing play, but no, they decided to hand it off. But this time it was not going to work out, and our defense saw that and be able to got him down quickly to be a fourth down, and we're one down away to be able to get a first down for us.
The defensive line was disciplined that time, and that's good. Here's the thing, though. If you're Sam Houston, you kind of have to go for it, man. Like, you have nothing to lose. Momentum's on your side. This clock is ticking down. We got to be alert for the fake punt here.
Exactly.
That's a unique kicking style. This one is returnable. Trip Johnson catches it. He cuts up, tries to get more ground. He is tackled by the freshman, Jeremiah Johnson Spears.
And we saw... And we saw this earlier in the season, how Trip Johnson is able to quick turn on the jets and turn it off. But in the case of this, is you're going straight down the field, you know you have to quickly turn left to be able to get it down. And it's going to be really hard for you to be able to stop and then redirect yourself. In this case, when he stopped, there's a defensive guy right there to stop him in his tracks.
So this is a great film tape and study tape for our players because you can't run sideline to sideline and expect to get upfield. You may have to pierce the veil, like you're saying, and get upfield. Here we go, our second opportunity in the second half with the minute 53 to go. Colin Ernst in the gun, flanked to his right by DK Garza. Ball is snapped, handed off DK Garza. No, keeper by Colin Ernst. He is twirling and swirling and spinning around, and now he's pushed down and tackled again.
Flag on the
by
play.
Sam Houston. There's a flag on the play.
Let's see what the officials and they were definitely grappling onto Colin while they were holding him down. And this is one thing, Colin just running in, missing his block, and just needs to find his best friend. He needs to find.
Actually, Anderson Bogus missed his block on this play, but I'm with you, Taj, where there's a lot of unnecessary extracurriculars going on, and this time it was called on Sam Houston. It was a face mask, so we're going to repeat first down. We get the yardage. There's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Brought to you by Hat Daddy. Peel the strip, apply it to hat, and absorb the sweat. That's what keeps your hat clean.
I'll definitely be checking them out soon.
Hey, you should. If you're a hat wearer, definitely look. Hey, go to the live broadcast that you're watching. Look in the description. There's a link tree that gives a description to all these businesses. And while you're there, don't forget, you can vote for player of the game. 2 offensive players, 2 defensive players. That opens up in the fourth quarter. Colin Ernst drops back, looks to turnover by the Mules. Sam Houston is approaching. They got a runner getting down to the 2-yard line. Right there, the ball was thrown, and the defender from Sam Houston, number 15, Juan Farias Richardson, comes up with a huge play for Sam Houston, and he's rumbling, stumbling down to the 4-yard line, marked at the 5. Sam Houston takes over. That's a momentum swinger right there, Taj.
Most definitely, to be able to get your way through and be able to stop the ball. Luckily, we were able to get it before they have a chance to get a touchdown. And as we're looking for maybe another way to keep them away from the end zone, that's the only thing our defense. As we're looking in, they're getting ready. Look to be ready to end. And did they get a touchdown?
I'm looking for a signal.
Refs are looking.
Look like he's short at the 1. But Sam Houston is speeding it up because they want to get there. Watch the quarterback or watch Cervantes. They get the quarterback push. They do the hurricane shove, and they get a touchdown by Amir Calhoun.
That's one thing you definitely were talking about game tape. This is definitely a game you need to look out for that. And this is definitely for our defense to be able to look out for big plays like that. They just miss to be able to get them down there. There's so many things. And there's things that we missed and things we could have gone. And by the way, that was an extra kick, and it was good. Bringing our score right now to 31. Meals leading. Oh, sorry, correction. Meals leading by 10, 31, with the Hurricanes 21, with 1 minute and 1 second left in the third quarter in the second half. And I don't know about you, LARHON, but I'm just ready for this game to just. This is definitely getting my stress level a little bit up, but honestly, I keep my commentary hat on. We'll see what the Mules can be able to get down on this drive after we get a kickoff.
Well, Taj, the good thing about this game, we said it in the broadcast, this is playoffs Eve, and I'd rather have the feeling you have now today in a game that doesn't hurt you than next week when it's win or go home. So our players, we know this is a young team. It's an inexperienced team. And this is our first dogfight like that. We've not been this close post the second, and post halftime. So again, I think there's positivity to the negativity that we're seeing because it's again film that the coaches can use to harp on. Sometimes you don't make believers out of people until you see it on film that the things we've been practicing and preaching all year long need to happen. We've seen missed blocks today. We've seen lackadaisical catches on the receiving end. We've seen some missed assignments. I will say the defense has played fairly well. Like, that last touchdown, I can't put on them. They've literally only given up 14 points. And here we go on the onside kick.
And it was recovered by Alamo Heights. We see.
So, again, here's one of those things where flags fly when you wear other colors than blue. We're not really doing justice here. And I got to harp on it because I want you, the viewer, to understand this is not how football works.
No.
If the onside kick worked, we were on the ground, and you're not allowed to just go hit the man. He's already surrendered to give himself up. So either there's a penalty on the play, or we'll see.
And it comes down to basically the brotherhood of the game. And yes, you'll see hits in football like this, but when a man's down, he's down. No need to hit him again. And one thing that's definitely, honestly, you were talking about earlier, humble. This is definitely a game that's humbling Alamo Heights. They've been leading the district a lot, and also by that penalties it could be against Sam Houston, and will be first down.
So now we're trying to work out the spotting the ball. It looks like they're marking it the 48 of Alamo Heights. We have 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the third quarter. As Taj alluded, is 31 Alamo Heights, Sam Houston 21. This is a ball game, folks. And as we said, we need to play the game. Keep it locked. Keep watching. At the beginning of the fourth quarter, voting opens. Like, subscribe, look in the live comment section in the live chat, and select who you think the player of the game is. Right now, we need a big offensive push, Taj.
And you know what? Say it again. I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it again. You think like a goldfish. You just got to forget what happened before. And honestly, I'm going to say that to myself. I'm going to forget what happened before. This can be a way to be able to get them to get a good drive in and be able to get a touchdown with 1 minute left as we're just looking for it.
Well, we're not in a rush. That's a good thing. We don't have to get in a minute, but what we are looking for is consistency in offense. Michael Terry with the handoff. He's battling his way through. He's bumbling and stumbling, rumbling. He gains about 3 or 4 yards. He is across the 50. We have a push by number 27 of Sam Houston. But we can hear the coaches. They want this team to hurry up and speed through.
While we're waiting for them to reset the ball, I'm going to take a quick to talk about the scores going on right now. Kerrville-Tivy right now is leading with 30. Lockhart is 28 in the third quarter right now. Kerrville-Tivy's leading. And then we have Piper leading 26, Liberty Hill 10 in the third quarter. So that will be the score update for these two teams going on for who's going to play for next week.
Thank you for those updates. Colin Ernst on the gun. It is 2nd down and 8. He receives the snap. He's running. He's keeping it. He's going outside. He gets tripped up, keeps his balance. What a magical play. Gets tackled at the 31-yard line. Tackled by Sam Houston defender.
And by the way, I always want to say that was a push that Alamo Heights needed. They got good possession as we're going to be leading into the fourth quarter, and this is something we've been wanting to see from everyone, especially from the offensive side of the Mules.
After picking up that clean coast first down, that takes us to the fourth quarter. This is Alamo Heights Sports Media, Alamo Heights Football, presented to you by Heights Business Incubator, and this quarter is brought to you by Hat Daddy. Peel the strip, apply the hat, absorb the sweat. That's how you keep your hat clean.
And I'll be doing that because I just found out I'll be playing par 3 tomorrow. Play some golf, so maybe I need to get some Hat Daddies in my hat.
Hat Daddy, yes sir. That way you won't sweat your hat through and have sweat stains.
It'll be warming up this weekend as well.
Won't it? I mean, we went through like Halloween gave us a chill and a thrill, and now it's like, oh hey, don't forget it's hot in Texas sometimes. So right now Sam Houston's on their sideline. They're trying to come together. Taj's been talking about a brotherhood. At Sam Houston, they feel like they have a brotherhood and they want to come together. They feel like they have a chance in this game. And that's the one thing as Alamo Heights does not want to do, is make them think they have a chance. We have an opportunity on this drive to put them not away, but put them at bay.
Exactly. You know, give them a little, like, kind of just kind of initiating that we are going to be to show you, like, you're gonna push back. We're gonna push back harder.
Yeah, this is like Burbank was a very physical team. I'm not saying Sam Houston, they're fast and physical this game. So it's been it's been a game. It's the first time we've seen it since week 1. It's a bookend. Here we go. Hand off to Michael Terry. Nope. Colin Ernst keeps it, fakes the pass. And he steps up for a gain of 3 yards. Should be 2nd and 7 at the 29.
For a fake throw to be able to run, I don't think for a run, I don't think that the one was going to work out for Colin. Just because it seemed to be that was a last-minute decision, and you just got to get down. And for this case, it just did not work out.
Well, again, you got to be decisive. He was decisive that time, but you can't always be decisive the middle of the defense. You may have to hit the corner, hit the sides. I always say hit the numbers and give yourself an opportunity. But let's see what we do here. We got Terry flanks to his right, DK to his left. Been a quiet night for everybody that you normally see break loose. Got a handoff to Michael Terry. He busts up the seams. He's getting to the left outside, getting to the numbers up the field, and he's tackled out of bounds.
And we're talking about it's hard to like run straight down the sideline. You curling off. He definitely flanked off a little bit better than this time. People will get more yardage, especially for stringing out the play. And it's very crucial when you string out the play to be able to get down the field.
Definitely, he picks up a clean coast first down. And we're in the refillment red zone. Being in the red zone's a good thing.
It definitely is, especially when you're going to put pressure on the team you're trying to beat.
Watch this fire, this blitz from Sam Houston. Colin Ernst got to get upfield, can't dance. And he's getting pushed down to the 2.
They caught there's a flag, there's some yellow on that. We're going to see what the officials call this one. By the way, that was pretty good for Colin Ernst right there. You be able to get down, get more yardage. You were closer now to the end zone than before, so anything will work out for this.
Sometimes I think he hears me because earlier I mentioned he needs to get down low behind his block and then explode. He did exactly that right there, and that's how you get explosive plays. You don't try to run people over every single time. That's not your strength. You're a speed guy, quick guy, so let your block set up, right? Trust your friend, you said that, and then get upfield. So maybe his goldfish moment, and he heard what I said, we got there. We got a penalty on the play. After the play, I believe, so we have holding against Alamo Heights. It's declined. Holding. Alamo Heights. 2 holding plays on one call. Listen, this is the first game that we've been penalized this much. I've never seen us penalized this much and the opponent that little.
It seems it could be looking favorability, but honestly, I'm going to shut myself up right there because I don't want to be putting that out there. But when you're talking about trusting your blockers, he definitely did. And you can see he touched one of his blockers on the back to check and see, and he knew he trusted him, and he was able to get down. So we're gonna see what we do again.
Here we go. We're in the gun. Fake the DK. Up the middle is Colin Ernst, and 2 fingers man piece. He's in the zone. That is a Rising Chef touchdown.
We were talking about trusting your blockers, and he definitely trusted them right there. He knew that they were going to do their job, and they definitely did. Be able to get him a touchdown, just making sure the Mules can continue their lead and putting, I don't want to say putting him back, but putting Sam Houston in a more different thought.
Look, if this was a boxing match, I feel like we didn't punch enough. And that right there was a knockout-type blow. Colin Ernst was decisive. He was on the money, and he got to pay dirt quick, fast, in a hurry. Picking up that Rising Chef touchdown. Got through the refillment red zone. Now we're back at kickoff. Now, Taj, do you feel a little bit comfortable? It's 38-21. Alamo Heights, 4th quarter, 10 minutes, 39 seconds. We know Sam Houston can quick strike, but do you feel a little bit more comfortable?
I feel more comfortable now, and you can definitely hear in my voice because I feel I'm energetic, and this is definitely something. And by the way, Gannon Laswell got that extra kick, and it was good. You know, securing Alamo Heights is just definitely something, and I'm just very excited. I think this is what's been going through. This is what you expect from Friday Night Lights. Well, I would say the penalties have been something that you would not expect from watching football. But this is a game that I think we said it once, Alamo Heights needs to just learn what's not been working for them. And this is definitely a game that's been showing the cracks of
it's not that what's not working for them. It's the things that have been working for them with ease. Now they finally met resistance, and the key thing is how do you handle that? And so far, the guys have handled it. They've responded well, right? Because in the playoffs, what you were used to in the regular season or district, when you could run 80 yards anytime you wanted to get a touchdown, now you've got to get chunk plays. Okay, I'll take 10, I'll take 3, I'll take 5, I'll take 10. You have to earn it in the postseason. And so what I'm proud of this game is we're resilient. We didn't sink low. We had goldfish mentality. And look, we're at 38-21. But kudos to Sam Houston for putting up that resistance. Let's just make sure right now we don't give them a free kick return.
Yeah. Here
we go with the kick. It looks like a little poocher. It dribbles to the 20. Picked up by Jeremiah Specia. He's going all the way across the field to get tackled at the 20. What a great special team play, Taj.
That was definitely something very special about that. Indeed, be able to get their way and build that wall and just crumple them into, well, I don't want to say crumple, but yes, to be able to get the stop on that play. And now we have a good chance to be able to keep them. We know we can definitely keep them for 4 downs. We can definitely be able to stop them. We just got to keep on doing exactly what we're supposed to.
Good assessment. Here we are. We have, quarterback is, looks like Amir Calhoun had a little burst there. Got the direct snap.
Definitely something right there. Well, something right there for Amir Calhoun. He's been definitely one of their guys to look forward.
Right now we're looking at Jeremy Williams on the far sideline coaching his guys up. He wants them to speed up the tempo, and again, that's where they're dangerous. Calhoun in the gun, throws it. Ball's incomplete.
That's what you want from your defense right there. That's what we've been doing to be able to keep them away from getting a first down.
All right, Amir Calhoun's back in the gun. They kind of slowed down just a little bit. That last pass was intended to Kavion Swinney. Calhoun drops back, looks for pressures coming, throws it. Oh, and it's almost intercepted
It looks to be by Patrick Arriaga on the defensive side. We know he's there to be able to get that ball away, to keep it away. Now we're at a 4th down. Giving Alma Heights a good advantage. Alma Heights a good advantage to be able to get the stop on that.
Yeah, that's a huge stop right now. Right now, with 9 minutes and 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter, 4th down and 5, ball on Sam Houston's 25. Taj, I said it before, I'll say it again. I still don't trust if this is a punt because you got to let it all hang out right now. And all you need is 5 yards. Punt is up. It's a wobbler. Trip Johnson looking at it, gets it. He's returning. He's tackled down at the 43-yard line. That was a good coverage by the Sam Houston special teams.
Yeah, that was definitely really good coverage. And no offense to Trip, he's definitely been going at it. We definitely seen his highlights this season. But this is definitely something he may have to look back on to be able to fix in the future.
Well, there's nothing to fix. That's what we call, when you're in playoffs, it's good teams versus good teams. You don't have, this isn't, the bottom of the barrel team versus a good team. This is a team that has players. Sam Houston's also making the playoffs. So there's nothing wrong with what Tripp did. His man, you got to win your one-on-one battles. And he didn't win that one particularly, but he didn't lose it. Here we go. Colin Ernst hands it off to DK Garza. And DK, he says, I see you, but you don't feel me like I feel me. Stays on his feet. End zone. Rising chef touchdown for DK Garza. He's rising like a little chef, and he's shining like a pro chef.
He took him to the kitchen in this play right there. You can see right here, he's hand off. He found that pocket opening. He was going in. He looked at the defender. He said, nope, I'm going to rearrange myself. Almost tripped, but I'd be able to keep his legs going into the end zone, outrunning his defender.
One key thing on that, Taj, is Alex Westmoreland. Big ups to Alex Westmoreland. He sealed the edge, and he blocked on that one. And that's what allowed DK to get through the hole, to the hole and through the hole and get that touchdown.
You got shots at O lineman right there for doing what they always been doing. See this? Again, Laswell, that was a good kick right there.
That's a knockout blow right there. It should be. I mean, that's again resilience. The way to respond to everything that's happening. You came in thinking maybe you were going to win the game, thinking it's going to be a pushover. Sam Houston had other plans. You took a little bit of time to get to where you're getting up to speed. And again, our usual suspects showed up and they've done their job. Colin touchdown, Terry touchdown, DK Garza touchdown. Defense has been playing solid. They forced a 3 and out. This still nervous, Dog?
Honestly, I'm still thinking about it, even though with this lead. But you don't know what Sam Houston. This might actually. I remember, I think it was like Edison. You know, when you have that point, you reach the point where you don't know if you're going to win. But honestly, where I've been watching from Sam Houston, I think they're about to come back with something else, and it could be from speed, or they know what's going to work and what doesn't, and they're definitely going to be able to get going. Iowa Heights is getting ready for this kickoff.
Let's see if they keep this on the ground. Let's see if Sam Houston is needing a big return here to make a comeback happen.
It definitely, indeed, for a comeback, and Sam Houston's got that quick feet, and they got on both defensive and offensive, so they'll be able to get going. So as the Alma Heights kicks it, it is going to be returned by Jeremiah. And we'll get the Mules were able to get down at the 20-yard line. So right now we're looking at the Mules doing what they're doing and what's gonna work. And they saw that guy. They saw him with Jeremiah. They saw Spicha with the ball, build a wall, get him down, get the ball set up for first down.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1st and 10 at the 21. They have to go fast. They have to go fast break. They have Jordan Cervantes in the backfield. They hand it off to him. Nope, they fake the handoff, throw it wide out to Devon Good. He breaks a tackle. Jumps to the period, comes over. He tries to strip the ball. They hold him up. That's a rising chef first down for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Here we go. Coach Williams wants his players to get up. Big ups to Coach Williams for Sam Houston. He is really coaching his tail off on that sideline over there. He's the most active coach we've seen all season.
His game went really personal with his players. And then we see here, you have fake handoff, and try to jump, throws. Sorry, he kicks the ball down. Alma Heights kick down at the 30.
That was great containment by the
29.
defense there, getting Amir Calhoun down. He tried to make a play, but it was too slow for him.
Definitely a little bit too slow for him, indeed. Now they're gonna have to use that fast feet to be able to get going. But Alma Heights, we've seen them match their energy, people to get that defense. So we'll see if they can continue doing that again.
Uh-oh, as we bounce. That Jaden Cervantes is a slippery boy. He will not go down on first contact. You got to bring a head to a hat, and you got to wrap up tight.
He probably lathers himself up with butter before each play because he definitely slipped through most of the hands. And so Alma Heights needs to get a few more guys to get him down.
Well, the good thing is it's 3rd down and 8, so that run didn't kill us too much. If the defense can get another stop, we got to go hard. Fake the handoff, throwing deep. Ball is bobbled and dropped. Pass was intended for Damon Good.
Now it's something coming from the QB. Somebody coming in from the quarterback. We've seen him throw deep before, and we haven't seen him try. They tried in the first half, didn't really work out so much. Now they're going to be trying it again and almost be able to get successful cut.
Well, right now it's 4th down and 8, and they're going for it. They're putting all the chips right here. They're pushing chips in. Amir Calhoun's asking for a new play. Sam Houston calls a timeout. I don't know that I agree with calling a timeout. I get the levity and the gravity of the situation. It's 4th down and 8. However, you need your timeouts if you're going to make a comeback. And to waste one there to get a first down, you're better off with you got to have those kind in your back pocket. They always tell you as a coach, right? You got to have a 2-point conversion play that you've been practicing all week in your back pocket, your 4th down play, and you got to rip the cord, right? If you're a parachute jumper and you just feel not too comfortable, you rip the cord. Better to come home alive than not at all.
It's definitely a questionable decision by Coach Williams. But hey, maybe it'll work out in the end for this time. Maybe he has something that we don't know.
Well, yeah, I understand, but what I'm telling you, with 7 minutes and 53 seconds, even if you convert this first down, if it's not a touchdown, you only have 2 timeouts left. If we stop you, it doesn't matter. But if you convert it, you'd like to convert it and keep the clock already stops on the first down. I'm just saying, it would be nice if they would have had a play ready for that moment. Like, think about it. Every other 4th down, they've kicked it. So you would think they were saving it for a moment such as this.
Definitely. Definitely could be saving it. Good to have it in your back pocket just in case if you just need that extra time. Maybe they use it a difference. But
and this is what always kills me, right? So I'm assuming this is a fake. It kills me when people call a timeout to put the punt team out there. So you lined up to call a timeout to then just put the punt team. If that's the case, I would have rather you just taken the 5 yards on the penalty with the play clock coming down. 8 seconds on the play clock. 6, 5, snap, punt is up.
Looks like it was intended for the ref, but
no, what they were trying to do is flip the field. We didn't put a person back. And so the defense forces a 3 and out.
It definitely worked out on our end.
Well, they're rolling the dice, right? What they're thinking is create a turnover and then get the ball on our end of the territory of the field. Hopefully they can punch it in that way. It's a risk. Let's see if it's worth taking.
Definitely. And this is definitely the time for those risks. This is definitely a time to see if those risks are worth, especially for Alamo Heights, as they're leading right now. And we're going to see what they have with this drive.
Yeah, right here's a pounding drive, and we need to run the rock.
Definitely a run. I think you may be thinking about pound the rock, which is definitely what the cross country has been slogans is.
Well, I mean, it's a saying that started in basketball, but it's also
Coach
football.
Pop, yeah.
No, not Coach Pop. This is before all that. Pound the rock is just a saying. Like when you're in basketball, you pound the rock, you get a bucket. In football, you pound the rock, you kill the clock. It's just what you do. Like you want to exhaust. Our goal right here, we don't need a touchdown. We just need first downs and kill the clock. It should be 2nd down and 3 on that carry at the 19. Michael Terry in motion or switching sides. We have twins right with Park Zunker. Mickler at the A-back. Colin Ernst calling for the ball. Hands it to DK. DK gets crowded. He gets outside. Stay in bounds, son. And he goes down. Great job.
There you go.
Great pickup.
Yeah, exactly. From DK Garza, able to spin around. And in this case, spinning around is kind of dangerous in this because you don't know when you turn around. It could be someone right there just be able ready to hit you. And in this case, he was good about it. He just spin around, be able to stay inside the field and be able to get down.
That's a clean cuts first down, and you were spot on. You don't want to get too fancy, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure you don't do anything to give life back to Sam Houston. I'm just proud that he stayed in bounds,
Yeah.
right? But that's great observation about the spin. Here we go. First down and 10 at the 33. 6 minutes and 20 seconds on the move is Alamo Heights football here on AH Sports Media. Another handoff. Oh, keeper. And he slid down.
That's something they found an opening in Alamo Heights' O-line. Going back to defending the line of scrimmage. Got him. He's got him down, and in this case, brings Alamo Heights to think they need to keep on running it down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, the clock is already at 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Even though that was a negative play, it's 2nd and 13. We still can overcome. You get 5 yards here, it's 3rd and 8, and you go from there. Right now, we're still the dealer, and we're dealing aces and jokers. Here we go. DK Garza getting up the field right here. First down picked up, getting a gargantuan amount of yards, outrunning the defense. Good night, baby. DK says it's a wrap.
DK Garza, man, it's just a guy who is able to even outrun Jada Cervantes, one of Sam Houston's fastest players, and just be able to work out. And honestly, DK is definitely going to be eating something after the game tonight. Get him some pancakes, please, because these 2 touchdowns, even though it's been 2, it's definitely been 2 huge ones, in my opinion.
I think this is his 3rd touchdown.
Well, you know what?
I'm not shocked. I want to say he had one in the first quarter, right? And then he had the one in the 3rd quarter, or just right now in the 4th quarter, now this one. That's a huge capping run. Game capping run. It puts you up by 30 points, pinning the extra point.
That was good.
Which is good. That was a rising step touchdown. He is definitely rising and shining tonight, DK Garza. The running game. That is the calling card for Alamo Heights. If we look at their stats coming into the game, Taj, Alamo Heights, right, they rushed for 2,932 yards. They've definitely gone over the 3,000 mark tonight, right? They know how to pick up first downs. They have 153 of those, more than that tonight. They had a total of 86 touchdowns coming in. They definitely have 90.
It's definitely improved on their rushing game. It's definitely for a game to when they found out what works. In this case, running out the clock, especially at the very end, is definitely going to pick up some yardage right there. And also, DK Garza, if it was 2 touchdowns, if it was 3, whatever it is, you must be eating after the game tonight because you've put on a good performance.
Definitely. We're getting ready for the kickoff here. And the kick is up and off. It's up. It bounces around the 20, and it skates and skirts out of bounds at the 7. Again, I don't understand it. It's new age. This whole kicking the ball to the sideline, thinking it won't go out of bounds, but it's gone out of bounds more often than not. Tosh, do we have any score updates?
Looking in right now for score updates coming in. As we're looking in for the scores right now, we have Kerrville Tivy at 30, Lockhart at 31 in the 4th quarter.
That's a tight game.
It's a very tight game right now.
Amir Calhoun drops back. He's looking deep, but he's flushed right, and he's getting up the field, and he gets tackled from behind by 2 Alamo Heights Mules. Lauren Christensen on the hustle, and George Hell on the pursuit. Bring him down.
Lauren Christensen's definitely also been able to get good on defense, be able to stop the ball. And also, by the way, looking down at Piper and Liberty Hill, Piper right now is leading 33 points against Liberty Hill with 16 in the 4th quarter. Now, for me, that's just a good lead for them, and you know, for Piper, it's a good one for coming into the first round of the playoffs. As we're getting ready, claps for the ball, looks back, he throws it. He throws it to Demain Good. And it'll be good down and for first down.
That's a rising chef first down. Damon Good, he is only a sophomore, and he is shown up tonight. Again, when in football, you always look for your X factors. For Alamo Heights today, it was DK Garza. For Sam Houston, it's been Damon Good. Here goes Jeremiah Spezia. He's their other playmaker. He catches the ball, moves it forward, and he is taken down by a cavalcade of mules. From George Hell, Sebastian Waddle, and Max Bacon. Sam Houston's in the quick game, pushing forward, gets the snap. Calhoun throws it out wide. The ball is caught. He pushes the ball forward. When Sam Houston's in this mode, they're effective. And this is what I kind of was hoping we'd see more of, just to help our defense get prepared for the playoffs. And they're only going to it when they're down. This is an offense they need to try to push when they're in the game and up, because it helps them. Amir Calhoun, empty backfield, gets the snap. He looking to take off. He's running. He gets tackled down by George Hell. George Hell is having a heck of a night tonight.
He's definitely, honestly, for people who I expect to be eating after the game, you know, you got DK Garza, you got George Hale, and you also got Lauren Christensen, and you also got the O-lineman, you know, keeping in, especially for the offensive. Now we're getting ready to clap the ball again. Claps it, he receives it, looking, he throws it too. It is almost intercepted. It'll be incomplete. That ball was intended to...
Was it number 1?
Or number 7?
Oh, 7.
No, it's number 1, John Peoples.
He's had an impact on the game tonight. It's 3rd down and 10 3 minutes, 11 seconds in the game. Sam Houston is at the 39. Amir Calhoun runs. He can't throw the ball past line of scrimmage, but he did anyway. And he's brought down by Joseph DePerier. Way to hustle to the ball. As you saw in his interview, he says he goes 100%. I want to say that he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw that pass.
But the refs didn't seem to get that one. They didn't hit that mojo, but
that definitely was like a basketball fast break. He was past the line of scrimmage and threw it anyway. Here we go. Amir Calhoun, empty set. Ball's up. Got to turn your head, DB. There was nobody open on that play.
And the defenders right there were able to get that ball quickly and do a cover that, and definitely was nothing there. But that's not the only time Amir Calhoun is going to be looking for a receiver as they're getting close. As the time clock is,
it's
ticking down, 2:40 left in the fourth quarter. Amir Calhoun looks for it, and he is swarmed by a bunch of mules, and that will be down with William Riggs will be getting that tackle, bringing him down. Now moving that chains back to be a third down on the 20-yard line. As the clock is taken away, 2:17 left in the fourth quarter. We're just looking for a way to just let this run to zeros.
Valiant effort by Sam Houston, Taj. They're not giving up and they're not quitting, and that's what Coach Williams alluded to. He wanted to see his team fight. They've been doing that. The better team is up, but I give them kudos. Calhoun with a slide arm sling to number 17.
Damon Good.
Damon Good. He's good tonight.
He's definitely
It's a good night for Damon.
You know what? I might throw him on the list of eating good tonight. We have to look for who's performing well for both. And Sam Houston has their guys who's performing well as well. And, we're getting now to the end. And looks like to be a timeout for
Sam Houston's taking the timeout. It's 4th down and 11. So, again, they're trying to dial up something to get on the board.
Well, with the little time left they have, they could honestly use anything at this point.
Well, again, this is preparation for next week when it's playoffs. You want to make sure you get your kids dialed in. And, again, Sam Houston hasn't quit. We've seen teams this season who have given up after the third quarter when the game got out of hand. We've seen a couple of teams that did not. We saw Edison. We did that game together. Edison did not quit, and they didn't have 21 points. We know that. I think they only had 7. Here we go. Calhoun drops back, ducks the pressure, throws it, and it's incomplete. Knocked away from Max Bacon, intended for Jordan Cervantes, number 21 of Sam Houston. That puts a bow on it, folks. If Alamo Heights gets one first down,
that's it.
It's over. Sam Houston has 2 timeouts. I thought they should only have 1, but the board says 2.
We could honestly be wrong here, but we can look back at Edison, and Sam Houston definitely done away. They've been playing with passion. They've been putting up the fight. They've been putting up fights with Alamo Heights, and they're definitely good not be. Even though it could be the bow has been tied and been sealed and it's been sent away, but that doesn't mean they're not going to stop without putting up another fight in this drive.
No, definitely. But it's comforting to know that your team can get punched a little bit, take some body blows, and then respond.
Couldn't agree more.
Mickler in at quarterback, gets the ball, hands it off to Aiden Villarreal, the senior. He carries the ball, he protects the ball, and he gains a couple yards.
And for that, getting closer and closer to the first down, and that's all Alamo Heights needs for this.
1 first down.
1 first down, but we've been seeing them at this on their own field, on their own side of the field when they get pressured like this, and it's definitely been turned around on them. So we'll see if they can continue inching their way closer and closer to a first down without giving Sam Houston the upper hand.
Well, technically, they can snap this ball at 21 seconds. They can snap this ball at 21 seconds, and the game's over. Here we go. Hand off to Aiden Villarreal. He gets yardage. And he picks up the clean coast first down. And that's it, folks. This game is over. we don't have to snap the ball again.
Nope. And that's going to be bring it in. All they have to do is just touch it. It will be counting down to zeros, bringing Alamo Heights to this win. And honestly, I am little relieved. Even though this has been playoffs eve, it's definitely been something of a special game tonight. And I've been excited to enjoy watching this. Alamo Heights and both sides have been putting up a great performance tonight. There's been some things we know it's going to be needs to be worked on, but that's what this game is for. We'll see for next week, and that will be it. Meals will win. The final score of this game will be Meals 52 and the Hurricanes 21.
Tosh, it wasn't as far apart as we're saying. It felt closer because of the intensity. But right now we're going to check in. Taj is efforting. He's going to look for scores to see what's transpired around the city.
Oh, and before we do that, we're going to send it off to a little quick clip with Mic'd Up with Mac. So we'll see what he has down there. We'll be right back with the scores. This is Alamo Heights Sports Media, brought to you by Alamo Heights Incubator.
Make sure we're finishing with our feet, right? Anything different? Same, right? Okay. The nose is starting. Coach Neal, the nose is starting just to line up more on. Yeah. On the guard. Like an Indian. Like an Indian. Okay. So he's trying to get rid of the combo. That's all he's trying to do. Does that make sense? Okay. So when you're going, when it's an Indian on the play side guard, don't be so quick to leave him. You can like post drive on air, and if we absorb that, then you can start lead catch up. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. Okay, so don't just leave him and take off, and then we get penetration in the A gap. You with me? Okay, you can be heavy in there, slow to get out, buzz your feet. If you feel it, keep going. If you don't, then you can work off. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Make sure we do that. Right? Everything else good? Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like you've never seen it before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket to live action sports.
Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events.
And exclusive insight from dedicated coaches and athletes.
Don't miss out. Be sure to tune in to AH Sports Media to be part of the action.
I'm going to be quick to give you the scores right now for the two games. So if Meals are winning next week, they'll be playing either Kerrville Tivy or Lockhart. Lockhart is still leading with 1 point. It'd be 31-30 in the fourth quarter. And then for Sam Houston Hurricanes, they'll be either playing Piper or Liberty Hill. And right now, Piper is still leading with 33, and Liberty Hill 16 points in the fourth quarter. Now that will bring the end to the Meals game, and as we're waiting for it to, close out, where LaRhon feels to be heading down on the field to get the players of the game, and the players of the game tonight will be DK Garza and Lauren Christensen. Y'all voted, and we chose, and these two have been putting up a game tonight, and it's been a great, honestly. LaRhon has said this earlier. It was a little bit closer than we expected, but this is definitely a game you want to learn from a team that's going to put up a fight. And Sam Houston did definitely put up a fight. There was definitely some scuffles in reality we saw earlier, and now we're gonna see. But we still came out with a win on this one, and they're just gonna be good for that. As we see LaRhon saying what's up to Lauren Christensen, and we're going to be getting a quick interview with Ridman beforehand. Then we're going to get to DK Garza and Lauren Christensen as we're waiting here. You are watching Meals football. You watched Meals football on Alamo Heights Sports Media, brought to you by Alamo Heights Incubator. And one thing is, Alamo Heights Incubator is definitely these. If you want to learn more, about these companies you've heard tonight, Hat Daddy, War Bands, Coast. I'm so sorry. Coast, Riff Element, Clean Coast Co., Banzi, Rising Chef, Hat Daddy, and the others. You can look in the description of this game, and there's a little hyperlink right there. It'll give you to a little link tree to all those companies, so you can learn more about them and what they do. And they've definitely, those are run by students, and they're coached by LaRon Fields, as in hoping they can be able to make a company out of it. Yeah. And as we see, LaRon is about to get Rideman first, and we are almost ready to get thrown. Now we're almost ready to get to Rideman. Now we're going to send it down to LaRon Fields and Coach Rideman. LaRon, what's up?
You're going big time.
Coach Rideman, you're right. We're going big time. You're going big time. Initial thoughts after this game. What are your initial feelings?
Oh, I'm excited for the guys, man. They played so hard and practiced and prepared, and like I said, nobody's going to give us anything. You're going to earn everything. And tonight we went against a really talented team that they played extremely hard, and I was so proud of the way we responded to it. We had a few challenges, a couple of ups and downs early, and you got to find out what kind of team you have, and I think we answered that.
I think y'all definitely passed the test. The word I would use is resilient. That first half was kind of touch and go. Most teams we see coming here, they fold like a wet tent, but tonight they punched back, and it was good to see. How do you respond when you get punched?
No doubt, and you know, everybody, we've kind of been blessed around here, but when you're up 28-14 at halftime and everybody feels like you're struggling, and I tell her, we're the same way. We all have those feelings. I told our guys, get 28 again. We end up with 56. Everybody's happy again. And defensively, we had to make a couple little adjustments, and they did, and obviously kept them, to a low point total. So great job by the coaches with their halftime adjustments. Great job by the kids being resilient, taking what we talked about and actually applying it in the game, and that's the result of it.
The great thing to see is today we didn't have the explosive plays early, and our players took what they gave us. They took what they gave them. We dubbed this as playoff eve, right? And it had playoff intensity. Would you say it was the same?
Absolutely. They're in the playoffs, and they're going to go play next week just like we are. And so early in the game, man, they were doing some things that we hadn't really practiced. They showed some things we hadn't seen. But again, the credit goes to the guys who made those adjustments, to the coaches that made the adjustments, to the players that went out and actually did it. And they had to be patient. We're used to scoring real fast, real often. And again, tonight, we end up with 52, which kind of seems low, but against a pretty good athletic team.
Hey, that was a hard 52. You'll take it. I don't want to spoil it for you. Who may be next for next week, one day at a time. Enjoy tonight, Coach. You have some seniors in there. This is their last regular season game. We're blessed to see another one next week. Thank you. AH Sports Media, Coach Ron Ryman. Thank you. We'll soon bring out DK Garza and Lauren Christensen for Player of the Game interviews. All right, DK, we haven't met. This is the first time I get the WPOTG Player of the Game. You had an amazing game in the second half. Tell me what you did to stay ready for the performance you had in the second half.
Well, so when we go in the locker room, we have to lock in with all of our players. We go in first just with the players, and the coaches come in and talk about us, what we need to change and fix for the second half, because in the first half they were stopping us, and we had to figure out how to change the game plan to move forward and start rolling in on them.
You've had some success at your running the ball, right? That's easy said. Yes, what tonight did Sam Houston do to kind of slow our roll, and what did we have to adjust to do to get back to where it used to?
They were big and quick and athletic, and we haven't really gone against anyone that big. And once we saw them, and now that we see them, we know what we're.
You took the words out of my mind. Next week is playoffs. It's win or go home from this point forward. You got a good test tonight. Are you grateful for an opportunity to play a team like this tonight to help you for the playoffs?
Yes. Playing a team like this is a great step to helping us in the playoffs, because we just need to play good teams, and the better teams we play, the better prepared we are for teams in the playoffs.
DK, thank you. 3 touchdowns tonight. Amazing performance. You have a good game. Good night. Up now is Lauren Christensen, the tall number 44. This man is all over the field. Again, we interviewed you earlier this week. We talked about the motor. Joseph DePere talked about going 100%. I watched y'all game. You went 100%. What was difficult about tonight's opponent that gave you the extra juice to play up to another level?
They're a good team. When you're playing a good team like that, you got to turn it up. There's a switch that you got to flip on. When they're that fast, you got to be faster.
In games, you look for respect factors, and I think how they respected you today is they didn't try to throw your way. I know we talked earlier in the week you wanted to get your hands up and attack passing zones, but they went around you and tried to make sure you didn't get them. What was your counter to their thinking?
My counter is I got 10 other guys with me. You know, I got Cortland on the other side. They put DK in at DN. I got a whole defense have my back, even if they don't throw my side.
So you got a playoff test today. It was playoff eve. That's what we dubbed it in the booth. How are you feeling going into the playoffs? As a senior, we're now in contract season. You each week you earn, each week you learn.
We got one more guaranteed game, and we have to go earn it. And so I believe in this team, and we're going to take it week by week and win it week by week.
Well, you keep leading that defense, son, and we appreciate your motor and your effort.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that's 8 Sports Media. We had Player of the Games. We're going to send it back up to the booth to Taj Young as he closes out the show. It's a great day to be a Mule.
All right, that was LaRon Fields with the players of the game. And we are going to we're going to close out this show. This has been Mules Football on Alamo Heights Sports Media, brought to you by Alamo Heights Incubator. This is director and head coach been John Munoz. The commentators been LaRon Fields and myself, Taj Young. And we could have not done it without the AH Sports Media team. They're a group of students, and they're run by students and not just adults. You just hear is all about students. And then one thing we have is the scores. Kerrville Tivy lost to Lockhart 30-31. That means we will be playing Lockhart next week. And then for Sam Houston, they'll be playing next week. They'll be playing Piper as Piper beat Liberty Hill 33-23. And now we're going to close out the night and also give one more special thanks to the contributors. And thank you for watching. You have been watching Mules Football on Alamo Heights Sports Media, brought to you by Alamo Heights Incubator, Business Incubator. I'm Taj Young.